What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Washington Wizards fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I'm doing a live play-by-play reaction for tonight's game with the San Antonio Spurs hosting the Washington Wizards and looking for their first three-game winning streak of the year. I also heard the Wizards are going for their first streak of the year, their first two-game winning streak. So things are rough in Washington right now, but our Spurs, they're looking better. I know some folks don't like this because they want the lottery position, the higher the draft pick, but they're starting to come together a little bit. And a lot of that, it was Trey Jones being the starting lineup, Blake Wesley backing up him as a point guard. Let's be honest, Malachi Branham not playing as much is probably helping right now because he's really been struggling, especially on the defensive end. So things are starting to come together. Wemby's teammates are starting to see him open, seeing the mismatches. No, I don't think we're going to be a playoff team this year. No, I don't even think we're going to play a team. We're still going to be a lottery team. But it's going to be a lot more fun to watch, I think, moving forward the rest of the season as the team continues to grow. As we see players like Jeremy Sohan playing much like he did last year. It's starting to come to things. Wesley, of course, improving. Wemby improving. Everybody's improving. And good times are coming. Good evening, Garrett, Mars, Daniel Berry, Spur of the Moment, Jay Francisco, Jorge. You're at the game. The game. Which game? This game.
Sucker!
Okay, probably not that game, but you're at the game, and that is awesome. Baby Coyote just apparently levitating tonight, but I like it. I'll move the camera just a bit there, get that little background fix. So good news to those of you I've been telling about for like the last, feels like last month. I am finally shooting Wemby in the Name of Tomorrow. I finally finished the script, if you will. The song is done, just got to shoot the video. Hopefully we'll have the editing done tomorrow too, which means I'll have it up Wednesday. So that would be awesome. Wemby Wednesday. How about Wemby getting the most minutes since December 17th versus the Pelicans when he played 30? Well, I didn't say actually the stat, but the number. He played back-to-back this weekend, so hopefully he's completely off the minutes restriction, and he's been looking good. Alrighty, good evening to you, Benjamin. We can definitely get our third win in the row tonight. Noya Sparks, thank you for stopping in. Feeling good about this game. We should feel good. The Washington Wizards are bad. I mean, we're bad too, but they're actually they're worse. They're worse than we are. We can get a third win tonight. And I feel like it's going to happen. By the way, he's here as well. You can't see him. Grogu in the house. Waving. Hi. Never say easy dubs, Kokochibo. One thing I've learned in sports, ain't nothing easy. I'm sure the Detroit Lions yesterday were saying, man, we go to the Super Bowl after the first half. Well, they had a complete collapse, and now they're out of the playoffs. Good evening, Agent. Thank you for stopping in. Hello, RDM. Hurricane Megan. I got to feel like playing a back-to-back. He's off the minutes restriction, or if he's on a minutes restriction, maybe 30. He's got to be fine at this point. Come on now. Minutes restriction can take this right here. Yeah. Chuck Norris, that minutes restriction. By the way, if you haven't done so, of course, I'll ask this throughout the stream, but if you haven't done so, just come in and make sure you hit the thumbs up. Fast, refund, nutritious, delicious. It does help the channel, of course. Like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We have an awesome San Antonio Spurs community. We'd love to have you part of it so we can get your opinion on what's going on with the team, upcoming possible trades, upcoming possible free agent signings. Who should we draft? A lot of talk about that, but let's do this first.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Brian, good evening to you. And yes, Hurricane, I was shocked at some of the calls they made, but you know what? In his defense, the announce team last night, and I forgot who was calling the game, mentioned that's how the Lions got to where they were all year. You can't stop playing the way you were because it's a championship game. You got to keep, get to what brought you here. And yeah, maybe they should have kicked some field goals when they didn't. They lost. I don't know what to feel about this Super Bowl because not a 49ers fan, and I'm kind of tired of the Chiefs. I'll watch the game, but I have no vested interest. Wemmy's going for 80. Well, that would be something. Mr. Z, yo to you. Nicole Topich reminds me of Josh Kitty. Hopefully the good things. Brian, I had a great weekend. I had a really good weekend. Should be interesting. The video I did yesterday, and thank you for those that watched it. That video actually did pretty much better than I thought it was going to. I talked about Alexander Sarr being a possible draft pick in the Spurs draft if he's available when they pick. But there's the guy's name who I can't say. If you follow international basketball, you know what I'm talking about. But I think he was also a French player, if my memory serves me correct. I think I saw you shooting 47% beyond the arc, and he's a 6'9" small forward. That might be more of a player the Spurs look at. We need three-point shooting. Floor spacing would be much better with a sharpshooter like him out there than a Sar. So I don't know. Would you want the Eiffel Towers? We'll obviously look at that later after the season ends and we know exactly where we're drafting and have a better idea of who we have a chance of getting. But I think those are things that are going to happen for our team coming up. Yes, Zach Collins is out, and I hate saying it's a positive, but he's been hard to watch at times this year. Stephen, good evening to you. Do you think Victor will get Rookie of the Year? Yes. Malachi really is in the doghouse. Yes, Papa's asked about Malachi's minutes, and Papa said everybody needs minutes. That's what he said? Wow. Hashtag minutes restriction. Nice, Andy. Who? Not personally, Kokoshiba. Pick for the Super Bowl? Sarah, it's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes. The way he just steps up in the playoffs. This is supposed to be the year where the Chiefs got knocked out being on the road, and he's just, a different player come playoff time, which is what you want from your starting quarterback, from your team. You want them to step up and play better in the playoffs, not regress in the playoffs, and you're seeing that with the Kansas City Chiefs. It should be a really good game. I think it'll be probably a high-scoring game. Go Spurs go, 3 in a row. Victor Wembanyama's in the chat. He's chatted while he's at the game. Yes, I do think it's going to be 3 in a row. Ziviminary. Okay, so Night Owl, I obviously don't know that name because I don't know how to say it. So I don't know who that is, but maybe a player to look at in the future. Ron Duffy, good evening to you. Approaching the trade deadline, Rich. Who do you think we're going to pull off a trade? Or do I think we're going to pull off a trade? My Spurs heart says we'll make a move. My Spurs brain says probably not. We don't have any trade capital besides draft picks. You look at our players, the guys that are playing well, we're not going to trade, like a Victor Wembanyama. I don't think Devin's going anywhere. A lot of people are in the trade Kelvin camp. The team likes him. He's accepted a role off the bench, and I haven't heard any complaining. They put him on the bench to be a sixth man. Hasn't whined like some players could. Seems to be positive. Has a team-friendly contract. Seems like the kind of guy you maybe want on your team in the locker room on a developing team. I don't think he's going anywhere, which leaves a lot of the vets like Osman, McDermott. Their trade value is not a lot. At best, a second-round pick? And we have 1 million second-round picks. We don't really need any more, so I don't think we're going to be active at the trade deadline. I really don't. Excuse me. Right guy. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, Roy. It was an awesome game. Hopefully you got to watch it on your team. Not my stream, but hopefully you got to actually see the game, a replay of some sort. That last game was awesome against the Timberwolves. With the trade deadline approaching, I would honestly consider Alex Caruso, Doug McDermott, Malachi Branham, and 2 seconds for Caruso. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not ready to give up on Malachi yet. I know some folks are. His trade value right now is the lowest it's ever been. He's still young. What is he, 20 or 21? He's a former first-round pick, a recent first-round pick in 2022. I don't want to give up on a player in year 2 already. Now, in year 3, if he's performing just like he is this year and last year, because his play is very similar last year to this year, struggling to hit a shot, can't make a three-pointer, has no defense. If we're seeing the same Malachi Branham in year 3, at that point, okay, something's not clicking, you're not developing, maybe it's time to move on. I mean, look at Lonnie Walker's finally playing good this year, I believe, with the Nets, but what is he in, year 6? At some point, you have to move on from players. You just can't wait if they're not showing any progress, and Malachi Branham might fall under that, or maybe he'll surprise us and get better. Let's not forget, a lot of folks were ready to give up on Blake Wesley when the season started and said, Blake sucks, and Eisen Najili, who cares, get rid of him. And I've seen Spurs fans saying, wow, Blake's actually not playing bad as point guard. We see him developing. He's playing some solid defense. So I'm hoping Malachi Branham can kind of learn from his fellow draft pick. I can get my minutes back if I show development. And the first thing's going to be defense. His defense sucks. Abijah, Kuzma, Gafford, Poole, and Tyus Jones. That's right, it's a rematch of the Jones brothers. Trey Jones got his first win against his brother early against the Shearless Wizards. Looking to go 2-0 against his brother. For the Spurs, it's the usual Champagny. I don't know why. Wemby, Sohan, Jones, and Vassell, and the players are on the court. And away we go. Hopefully for a Spurs win tonight. Cowboy X Factor, como está mi hombre? I hate how my birthday is the day before the Super Bowl, which I won't be watching all. Oh, wait, you won't be watching the Super Bowl at all? You won't be? Welcome back, random kid. Reyes, good evening. Sorry, I was chatting a lot, so I missed some chats. You know what, Eddie? I'd rather see neither of them, to be honest. Where's the game, Wilson? Right here.
Sucker!
Spurs are going to win the jump ball. No, they're not. Never mind. I looked up and didn't realize the game started. I thought we had it and was looking at the wrong. You're looking at the wrong team. Then Avdija with the ball way on three-point line. I'm going to butcher his name all night. Gets it to Kuzma. Kuzma just covered in tattoos. Easy to pick him out of a crowd on the Wizards. Guarded by Jeremy Sohan. 3 on the shot clock. We're going to have a pull-up 3. And that is no good. Jordan Poole took the 3, missed the 3. Spurs ball. See if we can score first, Spurs fans, and get our 3rd win for the first time this year in a row. Our first 3-game winning streak this year. That was all sorts of wrong, TSR. Jeremy Sohan into the paint, loses the ball, gets the ball back in on the shot clock, out to Wemby. Wemby's just going to take, nope, passes it back to Sohan. Okay, 4 on the shot clock. Sohan's going to have to shoot, and he does, and he throws up an air ball. Bad possession by the Spurs. Julian is pretty much an untouchable starter. Untouchable as untradeable. I looked away. Somebody shot a long 3, I think, for the Wizards. It's no good. So no buckets yet in this game. First minute down, no points. Devin gets it to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. He'll throw it down. He'll thunder dunk a first bucket.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I agree. I see some folks saying give Malcolm Brandon a chance. Develop him first. If you're going to trade him, at least make sure you can get something for him, because right now his trade value is nothing. As Tyus Jones gets in the paint, the floater, good. We have a tied game at 2. All right. I'm hoping for a good game tonight, my friends. Hope for a Spurs win. All right, I keep saying that. I don't know where I'm going. Wemby's going to take a long mid-range jumper. All right, Wemby with the first 4 points of the Spurs tonight. NBA League Pass, Wilson. I'm watching the NBA League Pass. I don't know if it's on a channel. As Kyle Kuzma launches a 3, no good. Spurs ball. Trey Jones sprints up the court, gets into the paint, throws up a layup, hits the bottom of the rim. Not what we were looking for there on the fast break. An alley-oop down the other way, and Kuzma usually finishes it off. We had a tied game. It's seriously, Wilson, I'm watching it on League Pass, so if it's a no-go for you on League Pass, I got no idea. Wemby throws a bullet out to Trey Jones. Jones going to take off in the paint. Throws it over to Devin. Devin looks down. Well, I was going to take a 3. He didn't. The Spurs going around the world and just peeling hot potato right now. Sohan will now take a 3. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Whew, let me take a breath. 4-4. Wemby has all our points from now. Well, I mean, granted, we only have 4. Only 4, but he has all our points right now. Going to like to see some other folks stepping up, as that light was way, way too much on me and making me look like a ghost. Look like I was dying. That's no bueno. Anyway, Wizards ball. And a turnover by the Wizards. Trey Jones on the run. Gets it up to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Loses the ball. Going to say Spurs ball. Tyus Jones knocked it out of his hand. Wow. Offenses be struggling right now. Offense is a little rough, my friends. Offense is a little rough. Come on, Spurs. Wake up. They'll get the ball into Devin Vassell. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back to Wemby, 16 on the shot clock. Back over to Devin Vassell. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Good. And finally, Spurs scored besides Victor Wembanyama. 6-4. Wizards ball. Driving the paint. Kuzma stops. Gets it over to Gafford. Gafford off the glass. Good. 6-all. Wemby is not going for 70 tonight. But if he does, that would be awesome. Champagne, nice pass to Sohan. Sohan could not hold on to it. Gets it back to Victor Wembanyama. Wemby in the paint. Out to Devin. Devin will take off in the paint. Back to Wemby. Wemby throws it up off the glass. Good. Wemby with 6 points. My chat's not moving. You guys are really quiet tonight, which is fine. You guys just watching. That's cool. I'm just making sure because we've had connection issues. Tyus Jones running in the paint, no good. Gets his own miss and puts it back, no good. Gafford with the rebound. He puts it in. Glazen Bacon, good evening. Toby, good evening to you. We have a tie game, 8-all. Wemby has 6 out of the Spurs 8 points and now gets his pocket picked. That's a fast break for Tyus Jones. Easy layup. Yeah, as good as Wemby is in his rookie year, he got to watch out for those smaller guards. They're going to pick his pocket very easily. Oh, good. Alex, good evening to you. I hadn't seen the chat move for a while, so I didn't know if I lost connection, Cowboy X Factor. Webby's going to drive in the paint, and he's going to get fouled on this one. San Antonio Hotspur, good evening. Casually playing Pokemon while listening. All right, Noya. Webby's off to a good start, except for the turnover. That's probably the one thing that's, besides the three-point shooting, the turnovers have been a big issue this year, and a big part of it is his height. He's got the high dribble, and if you're a little 6-foot dude running, you're somebody just about this size running in there. Wemby can't see you running, and then whoosh, you slap the ball, and then you got it, and you fast break, lip, and you're good. Boop. Wemby's at the line for two, and he makes the first free throw. I didn't realize that was 2 shots. Don't have NBA pass, so no more Spurs. Oh, I'm still on their SOS. You had the chance to pair a star in the NBA right now. Money not being an issue with Wemby. Who would it be and why? Anybody? And the second free throw is going to bounce around about 4 times and finally go in. Anybody? I mean, any of the top talent in the league. Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, Tyrese Halliburton. Any of these guys that are SGA, any of those guys that are considered a top 10 player right now in the NBA, I have no preference per se. Embiid even. Embiid's injured a little too much for my liking. I don't think I would take Embiid. Wizards ball, they get a miss. They get a second chance opportunity, and Tyus Jones misses the 3. Denisell with the rebound. There you go, Cowboy X Factor. Hayden, good evening to you. We do need the Raptors to start winning. Ozzy Go Spurs go to you. Wemby's going to get the ball, takes off, gets it back to Devin himself. 12 on the shot clock. Devin pull-up jumper from the paint. From the free throw line at the edge of the paint. No good. Halliburton's not going anywhere at San Francisco, but man, I like Trey Jones, but if we had an elite point guard, the Doncic, the Halliburtons, man, this team would be unstoppable. Of course, somebody might say, but TSR about Trey Young. Pool shot's no good. Spurs ball. Wemby with it, and then now we're going to have timeout Spurs. Halliburton or Giannis. I mean, can you imagine Spurs fans, as we're in a timeout, the Twin Towers is something if you watch long enough, the Twin Towers are great to watch. The Big Three were fun to watch. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans would like to see Twin Towers 2.0, and that would mean Wemby with Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anybody in that level big man. The problem is those guys aren't going anywhere. I will say it's about Tyrese. I saw surprised he got traded from Kings, but yeah, I was surprised he got traded too. But it is what it is. Depleted mind. I don't feel like I can bet against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs at this point. I'm not betting, mind you. He's just another level when he's out there in the playoffs. The Caps 2-10, rough start so far. Or slow start. Alex Trae Young would be a black hole that just scoring would be sucked into for the opposing team. No, it's not Cowboy X Factor. Trey and Tyus wearing the Kobe. Are they? Andy who? I did not know that. This is not the Super Bowl we wanted. No, Phil, it's not. I was rooting hard for the Lions yesterday, and going into halftime, I was like, holy crap, the Detroit Lions might make it to their first Super Bowl. Yeah, that second half was there was a collapse. I mean, a lot of people could probably argue the Lions were or specifically their head coach, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, were way too aggressive when they couldn't be kicking field goals and were going for it on 4th down, but that's how they played all year. And the announce team made a good point. They're like, this is how they played all year. This is what got them there. You can't all of a sudden change your game plan in week 19, week 20? Week 20, I don't know, is that where we are in the playoffs and the Super Bowl's week 21? I mean, you just can't change what brought you here. Well, Cowboy Spectre, yes. Dan Campbell. I had Campbell in my head, random kid, but I couldn't pull the full name. Did you see the video with Tyus Jones' wife and their son? No, I did not. Card Vibe, good evening to you. Kokoshibo hates the Chiefs. I don't hate them. They're good. What are you going to do? I mean, if you don't want to see them in the playoffs, then another AFC team's got to knock them out, and nobody's up to the challenge yet. Nobody. When you're ready, come and get it. We've been doing really good with assists. I also don't believe games are rigged, but it looked the same script from Super Bowl 51. With Mr. Irrelevant with him when he's Mr. Irrelevant switchblade. Yes. I believe I heard in yesterday's NFC Conference Championship, it was the first time in NFL history, and please correct me if I'm wrong, we had a number one pick at quarterback go against the last pick in the draft at quarterback. If Brock Purdy helps win a Super Bowl and gets the MVP, that's just going to be, I mean, that's the ultimate Rocky stories. Devin Sell drives in the paint, misses the layup, gets fouled, going to the line for two. Not all of us, Caden. Not all of us. Because Lamar Jackson and Caps 210, I don't know if he's on a minutes restriction. The Spurs don't play tomorrow. The Spurs are without Zach Collins again. Dominic Barlow is the backup, and I got to think, and the team is, look, I like Barlow. The team is a million times better at Wemby on the floor than him. So I'm hoping Wemby plays at least 7 minutes a quarter or more. Did Lawrence Taylor do podcast? I don't think so. But if he did, I don't know. Yeah, Phil, it reminded me of that. I didn't want to say anything, but I definitely had that. Yeah. Good morning, Joe Dino. Thank you for stopping in. Happy Monday. So I'm going to announce it again since I announced it at the start of the stream. I'm actually taking most of tomorrow off, and I'm doing it so I can shoot the Wemby in the name of video. And I got a lot of other stuff I need to do. I need to apply for a new job position, some stuff to do around the house, etc. Kuzma for 3, no good. But I have the script written for the song, or script written for the video. The song is done. It's been done for a while, and I can't wait to get it up. Hopefully Wednesday. Sohan turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Man, this is a low scoring game. Both teams on pace to score less than 25, and that's a block shot for Julian Champagny. Wizards will get the ball back. Tyus Jones out, 3-point land, 10 on the shot clock. Drive, floater off the glass, bounces in and out, no good. Gafford with the putback, and he throws it down hard. Daniel Gafford. A high. Cowboy X Factor, yes. You want your guys to grow in the playoffs, not shrinkage. Never mind me. Trey Jones with the ball right now. Drives. Floater. No good.
5 minutes remaining.
And the Jones brothers on one another right now. It's just kind of cool to see them going head to head. And now a turnover by the Wizards. Spurs got numbers 5-on-4. Trey Jones will bring it up the court. Gets it to Victor. Victor with a little alley-oop layup. And Victor's our offense right now. Wemby is our offense. And no, we can't trade Collins, Victor Wembanyama, because of his contract. He's not tradable this year. I don't know if a lot of Spurs know that. A lot of Spurs fans know that. But from what I'm understanding from many Spurs fans on this channel have said, we cannot trade him. Tyus Jones runner is good. 4.5 minutes to go, 14-0. And it's the Washington Wizards versus a Victor Wembanyama because he's the only one scoring right now. And he turns the ball over. Gafford picks his pocket. I think that's the second turnover for Wemby. And an alley-oop fast break dunk for Kuzma, 16-14. No, I'm not. I don't have a new job. I'm applying for a supervisor position at my job. Trey Jones with the pull-up 3. Trey Jones has been shooting. If you didn't see the video I did yesterday for our channel, I dropped Trey Jones' recent stats in there. He's been playing great since he became a starter. Gafford in the paint, and I think that was blocked by Wemby. No. Or just a horrible miss. Sohan with the ball. He'll throw it down, and the Spurs are up 19-16.
Underdog of justice.
Timeout Washington. Spurs looking good. Looking a little better. You call him Dr. Jones. Would you trade Tyus Jones for 3 second-round picks? I mean, would you want the Spurs to trade 3 second-round picks for Tyus? I mean, we already got one Jones. Yeah, Toby does. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to be tired. So, the video from yesterday, I think you commented on Cowboy X Factor, but the video from yesterday talked about how the Spurs are playing better. And I showed the stats for how Trey Jones has been playing since he became a starter, and his numbers are way up. Also showed Wemby's numbers since Trey Jones became a starter, and his numbers are way up, despite the minutes restriction. And other guys have been playing better in spurts. Sohan's look good here and there. He's had a few really bad duds since Trey Jones took over as starter. Devin, same thing. Some great games here and there, some good games, and then a few bad duds. Kelvin, same thing. If this team could find consistency, seriously, if this team was consistent, they're probably around the 500 team. But they're extremely inconsistent, and until they can find that consistency where guys can come out when if we're looking at our big four, Wemby, Keldon, Devin, and Jeremy, we need at least 3 or 4 of those guys to play well every night, and a lot of times it's only 1 or 2. Thunder Dunk of Justice is a thing. Can't watch. Wilson, I don't get that either. Is your game getting blacked out in Florida on like NBA Pass or something? Odyssey, good evening to you. Wemby seems a bit not himself. He's got 10 points. He's got half our points. He's on pace to drop 40 tonight. He has not had a 40-point game. I would love for our first 3-game winning streak of the year, if the Spurs win tonight, to include a 40-point game from him. Yes, Pop wants one of them off the bench. The bench has been pretty rough at times, CXF, so they're looking for Kelvin to be kind of like Manu Ginobili and being the leader off the bench. Now, Kelvin's not in that level yet, but maybe he can get there. Wemby needs to work on boxing out. I know he's tall, but he has to give him offensive rebounds because he's not. Yeah, he needs to work on that. No, there's a lot of things he needs to work on. The NBA game is very different from the game he played overseas in France. I think that'll come with time and as he starts to bulk up a little bit too. Play for a top 3, RH top 3 position in the top 3 team in the NBA. Leonardo, hola to you. And Spurs are up. Pace leaders this season. What is this? I can't stop yawning. Good God. I'm not tired. Now, yawning doesn't just mean you're tired, for the record. Yawning might mean you're not getting enough oxygen to your body, so maybe the way I'm sitting, leaning forward, I'm cutting off oxygen. I don't know. We have an alley-oop, and that alley has too much oop as Bagley can't hold on to it. Spurs ball. Wemby has come out of the game, but he played over 7 minutes, which is the first time in a long time he's played over 7 minutes in the first quarter, so that's a good sign. Trey Jones with the ball, kicks it out to Osman. Osman for 3, and good from the corner. Good evening, Ernesto. Penalty Cuber, good evening. Wesley just hit a 3, and he's getting traded. RDM, other players are saying that. I think Luka Doncic said that. I have no idea. Can they hand check past the free throw line? I think Corey Kispert is the one who just scored that layup in the paint. Spurs ball. Vassell with the ball. Going to start to take off. Gets into the paint. Get it back out to Dominic Barlow. Barlow will take off in the paint. Spins around. Turns around. Little jump is no good. And jump hook. And foul the Wizards. Yeah, I don't want to bulk up too much. Oh, 3 games in a row. Gotcha, Leonardo. Not bulk up too much. Just a little bit. Since you are taking tomorrow off, that means no short. No, I'm taking tomorrow off from work, but I'll probably do a video for the channel. I'm definitely recording the video for the Wemby in the Name Of song. I am very excited for that one. Like Wesley checking in for the Spurs for his free throw is good. Funny thing about NFL has been the original Cleveland Browns have been more successful in recent times, with last night's NFC Championship game as example, and current iteration the Browns have been a joke. Oh, the Baltimore Ravens. I forgot. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what? I got you. 20 points, 10 board, and similar to Greg. Wemby's been playing fantastic. Minus, the turnovers and the 3-point. What the? Jordan Poole just took the ball and then jumped and then landed. And of course, it's a travel. I think he just totally forgot what he was going to do with the ball. Giants fan here, random, but they're not good. The Giants are not good. Spurs are up by 6 right now. Vassell with the ball. Pull up fadeaway J is no good. Tough shot. Didn't get it. Bagley with the rebound for the Wizards. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. And an alley-oop, and Marvin Bagley easily throws that down. Marvin Bagley the third, by the way. Yes, strong condition with 6-man in the Spurs, Andy. Yes. And can be. Zach Collins is out, so yes, Barlow going to be getting some minutes tonight. But maybe a little less. Looks like Wemmy's going to be playing a little bit more minutes tonight than normal. Kelvin's going to drive in the paint, throws up the layup. Tough shot, and it's good. And that's the Kelvin I like to see. And now a steal by the Spurs. Wesley claws the steal. Kelvin with the ball, gets it out to Wesley. Wesley's open for 3. They got it! His second 3 of the year! I mean, I'm pretty sure that's his second 3 of the year. He was like 0 for, well, he was 0 for everything until recently. All right, Blake. And Blake almost causes another turnover. Blake playing some pesky defense. That runner is good, though. Minute and 20 to go. 29-22. Blake Wesley, Thunder 3 and D. Barlow, pull-up jumper. Bounces off the rim. No good. And a whistle. Denny is getting called for a foul on the Wizards. Another article showed his three-pointers going up each month as well. Who dat, Greg? Wesley, you know what? I'm glad we didn't give up on him. A lot of folks were saying, get rid of him at the start of the season. I did a video at the time to give up, and I said no. I don't remember if I said we should send him to the G League. It's been a while since I talked, then I did that video, but this is a good example of why we can't give up guys in year number 2. Wesley with the ball right now, and gets it over to Barlow. Barlow will throw it down.
Thunder dunk of justice.
All right. But as I was saying, Blake is turning into a great example of why you don't give up on players in year 2, which is why I don't want to give up on Malik Branham yet. As bad as his offense has looked at times and his defense has looked worse, too early, too young, and now another turnover for the Wizards. Blake Wesley taking the paint. He's going to throw it down.
Thunder dunk of justice.
And Wesley sprints down the other and gets a block, but we're going to have a foul. Blake Wesley playing with some passion right now. Ernesto, yes, Blake Wesley has taken Malachi Branham's minutes. Oddly enough, exactly a week ago on our channel, I did a video about Blake Wesley possibly taking Malachi Branham's spot. And lo and behold, that night, he took his minutes. So TSR with a little unagi. 2 free throws for the Wizards. First one by Denny is no good. He is Diego. I was actually maybe too little ahead of the news on that one doing that. But he missed both free throws. The ball don't lie. Wesley with the ball sprints up the court. Gets it over to Champagnie for 3. Of course he missed because Champagnie. Spurs get the ball back. We've been rebounding very, very well lately. 33-22. Both teams in the bonus. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kellen with the ball drives in the paint. Stops, throws it up off the glass. Good. Big body in tonight. Phil, his confidence is probably rising now with him playing better. And he's getting playing time. And yes, I like what I'm seeing. Denny Alvia into the paint, loses the ball, gets the ball back. And he's going to get fouled and 1. And my clock just spun around, so... My sister guesses 37 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists from Wemby tonight. I guess 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. SOS, he's on pace for 40, but he's going to have to get the minutes. What time is the game? It started at 8 Eastern. How did the Spurs win? I'm trying to remember the end of the game. We have 1 second. We'll get the ball in, and... we're not going to get a shot off. Timberwolves game. I'm trying to remember how the game ended, Cowboy X Factor. Does Dominic Barlow have 4? Julian Champagnie's matchup, Denny Abia has 0. We do love giving up buzzer beaters. We do. That's right. Karl Anthony Towns missed at the end. Thank you, Jonathan. I was like, I watched the game. I know we won. We made 1 or 2 free throws at the end. Was it Keldon? Made 1 or 2 free throws when the game was tied, and then Cat missed a shot at the end. Good morning, Jay. Man, I like what I'm seeing from my Spurs so far. Let's do a little of these. That's what I'm talking about. You know who else is happy that the Spurs are up? Baby Coyote! That's right. He's very happy the Spurs might win their 3rd game in a row for the first time this year. Wesley greater than Luka? Yes. Wesley definitely greater than Luka Samanic. I agree. Yes, it did not. That free throw did allow him to win. All right, Phil. I will show you the game.
Sucker!
Grogu is happy too. Just wants me with you. Go Spurs, go. All right. Never play Collins again. Oh! Selena flexing a jersey clip time. All right. Ask and you shall receive.
When you're ready, come and get it.
I need Malachi in the G League. We have seen what he has done. You know what? You aren't kidding, Toby. A lot of that's on the player, too. The player has to want it. And I'm hoping Malachi wants it. He had a spot. He was a starter on this team. Let's not forget. Malachi was a starter for this team for a little while. Now, an ankle injury put Dre Jones in the starting lineup, and then Papa's were like, well, shoot. I kind of need to leave him here now. Brian, we're doing good. She's not here tonight, but we are doing great. Freed, good evening to you. No Miss TSR tonight. She is at home. She's at home. Okay. We do not live together, so she's not at every game. But she is going to usually be here for the weekend games. And I thank you all. I actually want to say to you guys in the chat, a lot of you have been very kind to her, very nice, very welcoming. We had our first real trolls Saturday night with like 2 people taking shots at her, very unnecessary, and I'm not sure why, but it is, I can't control it, but for those of you that have been, thank you for being welcoming, because it is a change to the channel. It is somebody else on the channel. This has been pretty much me flying solo on this part of the screen, and she's, to me, I think it's great she's here. She's clearly rooting for the Spurs and becoming a Spurs fan, and, adds another dimension, which I think is, a good thing. You look at a lot of the more successful sports play-by-play channels, shot by Kellen as good. He's at the line for 2. A lot of them have 2 co-hosts or 2 hosts, and I think eventually she'll join me right here. That's how good Cowboy X Factor. She caught it. She said something to me, and then obviously I took care of it. 37-25. Yo, Anthony! Welcome, Adriel. It is Wizards ball. They're down by 12 as our Spurs are taking care of business so far tonight. Marvin Bagley Jr. is going to drive in the paint, gets a layup and one. They gave him the continuation. Son of a biscuit. Just perma-ban. Lance, I probably should have, but I think that was a new person, and I did not think they'd be back, and they did not. We are playing well. Lewis, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, Greg, somebody said something like, who's the B in the background? Something along those lines. I don't remember the exact quote, but I was like, okay. Think you're new here. We'll get you a 10-minute timeout, and the person never came back. Andy, I don't have any more USB slots for a mic, but if she was to join me on this side of the camera, the mic would be in between us. As Chetty Osman gets into the paint, gets the layup good, so you would be able to hear both of us easily. Right now, she's on the floor, keeping her dog from knocking everything over here. Not right now, she's on the floor. Anyway, let me get back to the game. Wizards ball, 11 minutes to go, 11-point lead for the Spurs. Bagley will drop it off to Corey Kispert. Kispert back to Bagley, Bagley in the post against Barlow. Loses the ball out of bounds. I think it's going to be Wizards ball. We need more TS Bear. You know what? Bear will probably be on the channel in April. I'm watching her dog for 2 weeks. She's going to Portugal. And he'll probably just jump up right here on the couch. I'm going to move my equipment over this way so he can do so if he'd like. Actually, it's Spurs ball. And you know what? I'll probably put the camera on if you guys want to see him. I'm sure he won't care. He'll just be sleeping anyway. Likewise, on three-point land, we'll get it to Kelvin Johnson. Johnson, with 10 on the shot clock, backs up his man, starts to get to the post, into the paint, out to Osman, 4 on the shot clock, back to Kelvin. We're going to have to he's going to have to launch a 3. That's short. Free J, she has oh boy, put me on the spot. That 3-point shot is no good. It is Spurs ball. Kelvin will bring it up. Kelvin will toss it out to Champagny. Champagny back to Osman, wide open for 3. He is a Chocolate Lab and Chow Chow. I believe that's right. Chocolate Lab and Chow Chow. Bear Cam. He sheds a lot of fur. Bilal Coulibaly's back, by the way, in the game. Webby's old teammate. We're going to have a corner 3 by Kispert. Good. We love leaving three-point shooters open. Adriel, your league pass is behind? That's weird. Hurricane Megan, I don't have any pass. Well, I have a coyote. A baby coyote. Right here. Blake with the ball, takes off, gets into the paint. Pull up off the glass is no good. Loose ball's going to fly around and finally being brought down by Corey Kispert. It is Wizards ball down by 11. 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. It was like quarters, first half, excuse me. Kispert with the ball again. 12 on the shot clock. We'll get into Bagley in the post. Bagley will throw it up and in. And one. And Dominic Barlow is getting manhandled by Corey. He's rich. By Marvin Bagley the third right now. I have an RDM. It might be time for Wemby to come back in. Let's get some Wembanyama. He is back in. All right. I stand corrected. There he is. Barlow's got his third foul. We might see some Mamu Sandro Calzvelli tonight. Bagley at the line to try to finish the three-point play. Como cheater, como está mi hombre? Nope, Wemby is back in the game. Guess who's back? Back again. Rub my back. Wemby. Trey Jones is also checked in for the Spurs. Wemby will get it over to Kelvin. Kelvin will take off in the paint. Back to Wemby. And Wemby gets the ball poked out. Saved by Kelvin. Kelvin will drive in the paint. Reverse layup is no good. 8-point game. The Wizards slowly coming back. And now a turnover as Kelvin punches the ball into Bagley. Osman on the fast break. Gets over Trey Jones. Shows in the paint. Layup is no good. Trey, you got to finish that. Yes, RDM, hit the like on the video. Only takes a second. And it is free. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And rumors are that if you hit the thumbs up on TSR Sports videos, you'll help your chances of meeting that special someone. Wemby just turned the ball over. Spurs got a turnover, and then Wemby immediately turned it back over. Pull up three down the other end is no good. By DeLon Wright. And the Wizards have cut it to a 5-point game. Yes, Carlos, everything is great. How are you doing? Timeout Spurs. They had a 14-point lead. Right now it's only 5 as the second quarter woes from earlier in the season, or actually not too long ago, are back. Josh, I think he has like 3 turnovers now. He's been quite turnover prone lately, and that does concern me. I think he had 6 in the game against the Timberwolves. The previous game he had 7, and he has 3 tonight. I really don't want him to get another 3 turnovers tonight. That would give him 6. That'd be 3 games in a row, 6 or more. Now, Carlos, you should get to sleep early, my man. Yes! Free says, I like the hit the thumbs up crowd.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
You guys rock. That's what I say. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up, and I've noticed, I can't help but notice, the Spurs streams are starting to get a little more livelier lately, and I'm glad that people are getting interested in the Spurs again with them starting to play better. Let me get off the turnovers and bulk up with churros. Does he have 100? No, he only yeah, he definitely has 100 turnovers. If he's played 40 games and is averaging 3 turnovers a game, yeah, he's definitely got over 100. Okay, Carlos. Devin, we are getting better. I did a video about that yesterday for our channel. We're getting better. And no Kokushibo, not at this point in his career. Wemmy's English has gotten really good. Victor Wemby, the only Spurs with any turnovers. Is he really? If Jones is shooting over with 40% as a starter, pre-J, if he can stay at that, then he'll be fine as a starter in the NBA. It's that three-point shooting that's always been a big problem with him, besides the size. Jorling Chong, good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well and still wearing your fave number 5 jersey. Cameron, good evening to you. Champagne getting worse? I didn't know we could get any worse. Any Wembanyama's highlights? He had like 10 points, Adriel. So he played pretty well. The only thing today I can criticize is the turnovers. He's been a bit of a turnover machine in the first half. He hasn't missed a shot. He's 4-4 from the field. Rebounds are a little light, 2 rebounds. Well, actually, most guys have 2 rebounds tonight. The turnovers, it kills me to see him turn over the ball at the rate that he does. Yes, we have her. I forgot we had an 18-game losing streak. Brandon, I would hope so. Champagny most minutes and 0 points. Does he have the most minutes and he's got 0 points, Ozzy? Oh, shut the front door. Look at that dude. I don't know what to say. Chumpany. Do you really? Jordy, I didn't actually know that. You're wearing Rodman jersey? Champagny annoys me so much, can't even spell his name correctly. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I do not RDM, just YouTube. I'm only on YouTube. I do have a Rumble account, and I thought about possibly uploading the Spurs videos there, but Don McDermott catch and shoot threes no good. I do this for fun. I mean, if I really wanted to make money off of this, I would have multiple platforms. I would do the Patreon stuff and sponsorships. I do this because I love the team and love hanging out with you guys. That's it. That pull-up jumper is good by Landry Shamet. Damn it. And it was a three-pointer. It's a 2-point game. We were just up by 14. JBG, I don't want to get to that point yet. Wemmy's going to drive in the paint, misses the shot, but gets his own message. Throw it down hard.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I mean, that works too. Glenn Ghostbirds go from the Philippines. Bilal Coulibaly over Dougie, gets the shot and one. They're showing the Wemby shot. So he drove in the paint and missed it, throwing it off the glass. It bounced off the glass, and then, of course, he's the only one there to clean it up at his height. Coulibaly's taking at Dougie, and Dougie got the foul. And Bilal Coulibaly's a player that some of you guys wanted. He just went much earlier in the draft than we could have ever possibly traded for us. The Wizards took him, 7th or 8th, I think? After the All-Star game, Ken, I think I'd have to look at the schedule. Honestly, I have no idea. So he gets the ball to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Finds Kellen. Kellen's going to throw it up and in. Initially, he lost the ball. Got it back. 46-43. Sohan is Sohan. Exactly. He's going to be the first Jomi Sohan. I'll see when I see. You're welcome, Free. Keldon went 8 points so far in the first half. And that is a miss. I think that was Coulibaly that took it right at Wemby. Missed the shot. 46-43, Spurs ball. It goes out of bounds. Where's Vassell? Not on the court. We're Shaq in a pool. I can't wait to react to Shaq in a pool with Miss TSR at some point. I know she's going to be on board for doing it at some point. Probably not till next season. Wemby for three. Nope. Spurs get the ball back. McDermott's going to kick it out to Trey Jones. Jones drives in the paint, throws it back out to Wemby. 10 on the shot clock. Wemby's going to lose the ball out of bounds. That's another turnover for Wemby. Jeez. Timeout. Let me take a look at the replay. Oh, I think it's off Marvin Bagley's third. Let me take a look at this again. Wemby loses it. Bagley swats it. That's off Marvin Bagley the third. You got to challenge that. You have got to challenge that. If they're saying Wizards ball, you got to challenge that, Pop. That was off Bagley. That's definitely off Bagley. That should be our ball, guys. Hopefully. Coyote, what are you doing? Poor guy's falling asleep. He's a sleepy baby coyote. Yeah, I'm surprised Vassell had come back in. I am surprised that we're only up by 3. We were up by 14 a little while ago. In the first quarter, we outscored them 35-25. They're getting us right now 18-11. And the Spurs are challenging it, by the way. Bagley, you doity crook. you doity crook. Spur of the moment, it shouldn't be this close, but I mean, that's the Spurs. That's what we do, I guess. Don't want to see Wemby get a triple-double. I'll tell you, Albert, I have a running joke with one of my best friends that Russell Westbrook, not so much anymore, because he's not getting the minutes that he used to or touching the ball as much, but we used to have a running joke that every time he would get a quadruple-double, we text each other. So, dude, Westbrook, another quadruple double. 24 points, 11 boards, 10 assists, and 10 turnovers. Turnovers don't count, though. I do not gamble. I don't gamble. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. I'm done. Jedi, what's going on? No idea. No idea what the trade scenarios are right now. We're the vendors, not vendors, right? We do our best work after the fact. He will, Adrian, he will. And no one, yeah, you gotta know what. Gotta know when to laugh. San Antonio, Spurs basketball. Why is this going back? What just happened? I'm trying to get it live. There we go. Who I got one in the Super Bowl? Alex? I gotta say the Chiefs. I don't know how to go against Pat Mahomes the way he plays in the playoffs. Sohan with the runner at the buzzer, no good. Loose ball fall back to Jeremy Sohan. Offensive board for the Spurs. McDermott with the 3-point shot, no good. Oh my God, McDermott. Shamma for 3 down the other end, no good. Jeremy Sohan with the defensive board. Spurs bringing it up the court. 6 minutes to go, up 3 points, 46-43. Wemby with the ball, way out in 3-point land. Gets it into Sohan in the paint. Jeremy's going to toss it over to Keldon. Keldon will now drive and get it back to... the ball will go out of bounds, actually. Wilson, what happened? What happened with NBA Pass? I mean, I'm hearing some folks saying the games isn't on tonight. I just made some salad. Yes, Jay Francisco. I called him McDugget, not McNugget. I took Doug McDermott's name and dropped Doug right in the middle of it somehow and called him McDugget. Spurs ball. Vassell's checked back in, by the way. Wemmy's going to take an open 3. Nope. McDugget. Wizards are on a 15-4 run in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Spurs, second quarter, not too good right now. We're more than halfway through it. Kyle Kuzma's going to drive in the paint, stops, and gets into Gafford, and Gafford's going to get blocked for his trouble. No. Wemby with the block. Trey Jones with the ball, takes off, gets into the paint, tosses it out to, well, it's going to go out of bounds. Knocked out by Denny. 5 and some change to go. Is it very laggy? You guys having any issue? Anybody? Fresh year, it could just be you. If it's you, just hit the refresh button. Sometimes that helps. And yes, stop shooting threes. Exactly, Alex. Blake Weatherly's checked back in, gets it over to Son around the world to Devin Vassell. Back to Wemby in the post. 8 on the shot clock. And Wemby almost loses the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Vassell. Vassell's going to have to take a long... Nope, he takes off and takes 2. Shot's no good. Arm, good evening to you. This quarter is oogly. This quarter is oogly. 46-43. We were up by 14 at one point. 14! And Kuzma's going to line for 2. Is Wesley wearing nail polish? Joshua? I did not notice. Of course, now I'm going to look for it. Butterfly, good evening to you. And go Spurs, go headed your way. Wow, I can't talk. Kuzma at the line for his free throw was good. 44-46. Dan, the weekend was good. Hey, guards of music, good evening to you. 4 more likes for 100. Where are the 4 at, my friends?
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Lovely shade of blue, huh? All right. Wow. Well. The Lakers are losing by 16 to the Rockets? Beavis, I didn't quite catch it. So it was a turnover caused by Wemby. I don't know if it was a block or steal. I'm not going to lie. Wemby with the ball right now. And that time Wemby turns the ball over. Fast break for Denny. Missed a layup. That may have been partially, that was definitely affected by Wemby. That's another turnover for Victor. Good grief. How many turnovers does he have now? Oh, come on, Victor. What is going on? Did Victor get a piece of this? He got a tip, just a tip on it. That should count as a block. Wemby got the tip on in transition. Yuta Dog. He has... I don't know. He's not on the roster. He's not on the court anymore. I want to say he was like 12 or 14, but he has like 4 or 5 turnovers already. Honestly, this has been a very sloppy game. Pop is sitting him down right now, 46-45. The Wizards are in the bonus. If you're just coming in, the Spurs were up by 14 at the start of the second quarter, and the wheels have fallen off, and they're up by 1 now. With Daniel Gafford at the line for one more with a chance to tie the game. Honestly, he's been struggling a lot. Missed a free throw. The last 2 games, he's had 13 turnovers. We can't act like... Look, you guys know I love the Spurs and Wemby. This has been a problem, and a huge problem as of late. 6 turnovers in the previous game, 7 before that, and now 4 or 5 tonight. Osman drives the paint, gets a layup good. Harder thumbs up. Mike Smith, what'd you miss? You missed us having a second quarter collapse right now. 4 for 3, no good. Osman with the rebound. 4 minutes to go. Wembanyama is sleeping. Wesley with the ball right now, and he turns the ball over. The Spurs are a turnover machine tonight, just in general. Did Pop tell him not to win this game? We got the Wizards past us in the standings. That three's no good. Wesley with the rebound. Kokushima not complaining, stating a fact. I can't sit here and sugarcoat and say it's a great thing that he's turning the ball over a high clip lately. If it wasn't Wemby and it was Wesley turning the ball over or Branham or anybody not named Wemby, you'd be saying trade him. Yuta Dog, I would love to see Timmy on the sideline as a coach. I don't think he wants it. Yes. This is not an attack on Wemby. I'm calling what we see. He's turning the ball at an excessively high rate as of late. And I don't know if other teams have scouted something. They're seeing something in his game. He's getting pickpocketed a lot easier. It's something he'll have to work on. Like any player that has a weakness in their game. Vassell's at the line for 2. He missed the first free throw. There you go. We won the first quarter, so we let him win the second. And then we'll hopefully win the third and fourth. That's what we do. So makes the second one. It's a 4-point game. So we still have the lead. Wait, is he taking 3 free throws? TSR must be out of it. I guess that's 3 free throws for Vassell tonight. I don't know why I'm so off. Leo, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in. 50-45. Spurs up by 5. The Wizards are in the bonus as a friendly reminder. So would be better with the tight fade. I must be sleepy, Zach. Pull for 3. No good. Kelvin Johnson with the rebound. He'll bring up the court for the Spurs. Drives, gets into the paint. And we'll pick up his dribble and get it back out to Osman. Osman's going to drive in the paint now. Layup is no good. He had turnaround, Dan. That's the thing. He had Tyus Jones on the fast break. Misses. The putback by Kuzma's no good. And I think we're going to have a goaltend by Kuzma. But Dan makes a good point. He started leading the league in turnovers this year. Had really corrected and done better and really cut his turnovers way down. And that is of late, they're rocking right back up the other way. Jim knows Zach Collins again. I want my man to do well, so I'm rooting for him to not turn the ball over. If that's a sin, then guilty as charged. Vassell in the paint, jumper no good. And do we get an offensive foul or... I'm not sure if that was an offensive foul or what happened, but it's Wizards ball. Jeez. Poole is trash. Not a fan of Poole, huh, Carlos? 2:45 to go in the first half. Spurs are up by 5. This would be our first 3-game winning streak of the year, Leo, if we can pull it off. An alley-oop and a missed dunk by Daniel Gafford. Foul on San Antonio. I mean, 2 free throws coming up. John Lou, I don't. I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest. I really tired of it. Albert, it's been a lot sloppy at times. Those are tribal. Thank you guys. It's been very sloppy at times. Daniel Gafford, 6.6 rebounds at the line for 2 for the Washington Wizards. First free throw, good. John Lewis, nice. You want Mahomes to surpass Brady? Diego he's off to a darn good start. Oh, Zach, the Lions collapsed like nobody's business yesterday. Man, that was painful to watch. Rhonda Slater, good evening, Tunu. 50-47. Hard target with... That's not John Woo, Joshua. That's John Woo. John Woo. I was like, John Woo in the movie maker, and then I realized it's John Woo. Devin drives in the paint, throws it up, tough shot, wanted the foul, not going to get it, but he gets the bucket, 52-47. Some hang time for Devin Vassell on that shot. Pineapple power. Pineapple power. PP. Tyus Jones with the ball, gets it over Denny. Denny's going to drive in the paint, throws the layup up, and Abia gets the bucket. 52-49. It's now a close game. Random kid, no, not about you, John Lou. He said he liked your movies. He's thinking of John Woo. Another turnover for the Spurs. John Woo, the director. I think it's W-O-O, Joshua. I might be wrong, but I think John Woo, the action movie director, is W-O-O. Tyus Jones for 3. We're at a tie game. And yes, Zach, it is. We're up by 14, and it's now tied. Kelvin drives the paint. Almost loses it, and Osmond gets the loose ball. That's almost a turnover. Instead, Devin Vassell's going to take a corner 3. Man, we are sloppy with the ball tonight. Yeah, honestly, I was just thinking it. You just said it. What a sloppy game. I'm in shock. But I shouldn't be. Tyus Jones gets in the paint, gets blocked by Devin Vassell. No. Spurs ball. Kellen will throw it across to Osmond. Osmond corner 3. All right. Spurs back up by 6. Closing a little strong here. Yes, Masagua RDM, you're right. Almost choked on it. Jeez. Osmond with 13 points in the first half. I didn't know he was balling out there. He's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Who knew? Not me, not you. Tyus Jones with the ball right now gets it over to Poole, and Poole's not going to get the shot off. That's a shot clock violation. I see only one flaw in Wemmy's game. Turnovers. Still, it's a problem right now. I think he should take less 3-point shots. Not necessarily a flaw. If we're actually talking things that he's struggling with, the turnovers are something he's actually struggling with. Carlos, we can get it to 150 or 200. We'll do our best. It's still early in the game. Up by 6. Let's extend this lead a little bit before halftime. Have I shown everybody tonight? Have I shown everybody? I have. Wemby played a lot of minutes in the first, but not so many minutes in the second, and I think Pop may have pulled him because of the turnovers. Wizards suck. How do you really feel, Megan? Osmond with the ball way out in 3-point land. 14 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for San Antonio. We'll drop it off to Vassell. Vassell looking for a screen with Barlow. And not going to get it. Instead, we get a little ISO. Vassell starts to drive. Step back 3. That's short. Washington hold for the last shot. That's fair. Kuzma with the ball right now. At the buzzer. How does this happen every game where we give a buzzer beater? How? Every time. I just feel like this is happening to my nuts right now. Not that. This. I'm in shock. Like, is it just me, or have we given up a lot of buzzer beaters as of late. Like, a ridiculous amount. Where's my damn quarter? Quarter, where are you at? There you go. We'll put up the halftime up. And look at the halftime stats for this game. The TSR law firm is making millions. And millions of nothing. Wemby does shoot threes at about league average at home, which tells me with enough practice you take down the road with him. So I didn't realize his three-point shooting was league average at home, but obviously below average on the road. Huh. Spurs got to be the worst team ever at the end of quarters. You know what? It feels like it, doesn't it? Pecano, good evening to you. Let me put a 12 up on the game clock, and then we will go ahead and go look at some halftime stats. I'm kind of worried to look at our turnovers because the struggle's been real. Let's be honest. The struggle's real. So let's pull it up. All right, for the Washington Wizards, who come into the game with a record of 8-37, our Spurs are 10-36, so the Spurs are ahead of them, and a win would pull them 3 wins ahead in the win column. So that would be that'd be a lot of distance when you have that few wins. Anyway, Kuzma with 8, Avila with 5, Gafford with 8, Jones with 9, Poole with 2, off the bench, Bagley with 8. Kispert with 5, Wright with 3, Shamet with 3, and Coulibaly with 3 for our San Antonio Spurs. Actually, we only have 7 turnovers as a team. I didn't think it was that bad. Champagny with, can you guess? 0! That's right, nothing! Absolutely nothing! Stupid! You're so stupid! Alright, caught in a moment. Dolan is having a rough game. 2 points on 1 of 6 from the field. What the hell, Jeremy? Wemby with 12 points, 4 rebounds, a block, and a steal. Does have 4 turnovers in 13 minutes. That's the stat we like to see go down. Trey Jones, only 1 of 4 from the field, but he does have 4 assists and 3 points. Devin Vassell, 11 points, only 3 of 8 from the field, but I've noticed his rebounding assist numbers have been going up as of late. 11 points and 4 boards and 3 assists. Off the bench, Dominic Barlow, getting some minutes tonight with Zach Collins out. 4 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists. Doug McDermott with nothing. Chetty Osman having a really big first half. 13 points on 5 of 6 from the field. Has hit all the 3-pointers. And then Kelman off the bench, 14 minutes, 8 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Is Kelman actually playing much better as of late off the bench, giving us that spark that we've been looking for. And Blake Wesley looking pretty good in limited action. Only 7 minutes. He had 5 points, a rebound, an assist, 2 steals, and a block. So doing what we said he's been doing off the bench, playing some defense. That being said, we didn't have a point guard out there for some of the first half. I just realized as I was doing the math. Trey Jones played 13 minutes. Wesley played 7, so we only had a PG out there for 20 minutes. Wesley did get 2 fouls in the first half. Actually, our bench is benched. This is a weird stat. Check this out. I just noticed this. Our starting lineup has 0 fouls. No fouls by the starters. Zippy. Off the bench, Barlow 3, McDermott 2, Kelman Johnson 1, Wesley 2. So we have 8 fouls off the bench, none from the starting lineup. I thought I'd share that. I thought that was kind of weird. It's different for whatever. I probably missed a whole bunch of chats. Let me go ahead and look and see let's see what I missed. I hate when they shout "Go Spurs" at my nuts too. Fair enough. Any current former Spurs players that I missed? No. You try not to get too attached to players. I don't follow what DeJounte's doing or Joshua Primo or I guess Pat. You know what? If I would say something, Patty Mills. If I would say one free because I feel like he could be a good veteran for us, leadership. He probably won't get much playing time. If I had to pick one person in the NBA that's a former Spur, we'll go Patty Mills. I count today. Wemby 3-point average for the last 8 games has been 38%. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know what I did, Carlos, but sounds good. Yep. Oh, I was singing the Julie Champagne, so I was making fun of Champagne. Victor Turtles will be a problem for a long time because of his height. Agree. Chetty for a first-round pick, that'll never happen. hurts to say this, but I think it's time we trade Julian Champagnie for Tyrese Halliburton. Even though it'll hurt our chemistry, it'll hurt our offense, but I think it's time. Okay, we'll do that. Alex, this is a Super War match. Why? We should have a point. Yes, we should have a point guard. I agree. I know a lot of folks say basketball is positionless, and it is becoming very positionless in this day and age. But you still need somebody to run the offense, to run the plays, and we see how much better this team is offensively with Trey Jones, who is a natural point guard in there, as opposed to when Jeremy Sohan was running the offense or Malachi Branham. Night and day. Derek's a good one. Actually, this version of Derek White that's playing in Boston, yes, that's a good one. The same teams have been making the Super Bowl a lot, especially in the AFC. The Chiefs are there every year now. Hunter Joshby, I'm not sure what they're going to do in the draft. There's the kid, Rorschach. I think that's him. I want to say I read up on him with Miss TSR this weekend, and he's shooting like around 48% from beyond the arc, which the Spurs come around with Trey Jones next year and draft a player like that, and then it gives us, right now Champagnie's our starting small forward. And he's not him. He's not the guy. If we can be a guy that can be a legit threat out there at all times, and I don't know how his defense is, I don't remember, but if he's at the same level or better than Julian's defense, then he would be a huge upgrade. Your mic cuts out when you yell what you did. Oh, did it? So don't yell. Got it. Don't yell. Okay. Wemby, the Chiefs are the new Tom Brady Patriots. I dig these outlets on some real NBA cheerleaders. Super Bowl, boring bowl. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm sure like many of you will. I should be at a friend's house for the game, and I'll throw it on, or they'll have it on. It'll be more of a Super Bowl's on, hang out. Whatever happens, happens. I hope it's a good game. It probably will be. I expect it to be a high-scoring game, but I don't care who wins. The thing is, we can look at Derek White and say, Brian Wright shouldn't have traded him, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You got to remember context. Derek White was not playing well for us when we traded him. I'm actually going to take a look him up on Basketball Reference, but if memory serves me correct, Derek was not playing well for us. And at the time, it probably seemed like the right move. I don't remember what we got for him, at least draft pick-wise. I know it was Josh Richardson, who's no longer on the team, Romeo Langford, who's just an injury waiting to happen. But he wasn't playing great for us. Let's take a look. Derek DW. How is Derek White playing? So in the 2020 season, he only played in 36 games, shot 41% from the field, 35% from the arc, and was averaging 15 points per game. The next year, his last year with the Spurs, he played 49 games, was shooting about 43% from the field, an abysmal 31% from beyond the arc, and 14 points per game. And it just, at that point, he's 27 years old. He's had 2 years in a row of horrible shooting. He was dealing with injuries. The Spurs probably felt, we've seen his ceiling. Time to move on. And when he played with Boston in the regular season, he didn't play much that much better in 2021. He's been a different player in 2022 and 23. Much improved efficiency in 22. And then this year, he's shooting about 40% from beyond the arc, averaging a career 15.6 points per game, getting over 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal a game, a block a game, getting a career 32 minutes a game. He's finally peaking, but he's also 29. And I'm not knocking the age, but I mentioned this earlier in the stream. How long do you wait for a player to hit their ceiling? Lonnie Walker is a great example. He's finally playing well, as far as I know. I can look him up in a moment, with Brooklyn, but he's in, year 6? You can't keep waiting for these players to hit their stride while holding back other players, because if you have player A that you're waiting for them to develop, and player B is already advanced past them at a quicker pace, then you got to put this guy ahead of that guy. That's a tough spot to be in. I get why people want to keep Derek, but at the time, while it sucked to see him go, he wasn't really doing a hell of a lot offensively. He was struggling for us. Speaking of struggles is real, let's take a look at Lonnie Walker. It's not just talking about him. So Lonnie, his last year with the Spurs, and he left at free agency in 2021. He only shot 41% from the field, 31% from beyond the arc, 12 points a game, was getting 23 minutes a game, and just, Cleary was having confidence issues. When he missed a couple shots, Pop would pull him out of the game, and then he just would disappear. wasn't that good for the Lakers, if I'm being honest, last year. He started off great, and then he just kind of slowed, and had a kind of season. This year in Brooklyn, actually, he's really hit a wall. He's averaging 11 points a game. Last I checked, he was averaging 16. He's kind of right back where he was. Points-wise, efficiency-wise, Lonnie is having the best year of his career by far. He's shooting 48% from the field and 44% from beyond the arc, which is fantastic, taking 5 threes a game. But he's only averaging 18 minutes, so I don't know what's going on with Brooklyn. He's only played 27 games. Right now, this is the lowest minutes he's played per game since his second year. Yet it's his most efficient year. So I don't know what the heck's going on with him. He was averaging 16 a game last I checked, and he's lost 5 points per game off the top of his points per game average. So I don't know. I'm rambling here. Let me get the third quarter up, and then I will focus back on the chat again. 2, 3. Maybe you guys can enlighten me what's happened with some of those players I was talking about. As a Cowboys fan, I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I hate the 49ers as much as I hate the Eagles. NFL is fake live. WWE is fake. Derek White being traded was so he could tank and start Demoiselle. Fair. Savion, good evening to you. He did, Dan. That was a long time ago, though. No, Macho Joe, they really didn't. Derek White attributed the talent development of the Celtics, which, yep. We got Josh Richardson returning to 4 second-round picks, Romeo Langford, and a 20. That's right. I forgot that 22nd pick became Blake Wesley. Return D. White into Blake Wesley. Well, hopefully Blake continues to develop at the rate he is. Bucks and Nuggets tonight's a good game. Megan, you're not watching the Super Bowl? It's the teams you hate the most? Sweet Jones Jr., if we get a number 1 overall pick again, people are going to say it's rigged. That would be crazy if that happened. Joshua, just, you know what? I'll always think of Shaq and Charles Barkley making fun of that head man. How offensively capable do you think any player playing next to Victor needs to be? Maybe we could find a defensive minor wing for trade and tell him pass it to the taller guy. Martin, that's a good question. That is a really good question. How good do our guys have to be on offense? I mean, we don't want a bunch of guys out there that don't have any range and can't hit the 3, because the one thing we don't want to do is defenses to collapse on Victor because none of our guys can shoot. So they have to be somewhat capable, which is one of the concerns. If we were to draft an Alexander Sarr, I don't believe I've heard he can hit the 3. Don't know. And if he can't shoot 3s, then that's a player on the court that could cause the floor spacing to be not what it needs to be in today's NBA. Brian, he said, let's go 49. Byron, well, if you're a fan of the 49ers, good luck. I won't be rooting for either team. Is Malachi? No, Malachi's in the Juancho. He is in the doghouse. That being said, I don't think we'll trade him. He's young. I say give him 1 more year. Send him down to the G League right now. Seriously. Give him some minutes in the G League. If we had stuck with White and Murray and not started Rebo, we would not. No. Alex, we would not have Wemby if we kept White and Murray. Not a chance. We would not. Hey, Coyote's dressed up wearing a suit tonight. Coyote, Dad looking good, buddy. He's dressed up, looking nice. What's that? What? Oh, okay. You hope it ends in a tie somehow? There's no ties in basketball. Yes, Free J, he's got 1 more year. He's what, 20 or 21? In year 2, a first-round pick from 2022. Can't give up on him yet. I said it at really near the start of the stream. If Malachi Branham finishes this season the way he started, poor shooting, poor defense, streaky, occasionally make some shots, take him into year 3. And if that guy shows up still, then by the end of year 3, you got to move on. Baby Coyote is the best. Regular Coyote's pretty darn awesome, too. Greg, a lot of people are thinking that Bat Thing was, staged. There's a liability issue there with having I would think with a bat flying around the stadium. I would think that he got in the arena and they knew he was there. He hadn't gotten to the court yet, so they were able to, they probably could change his outfit in like a minute. I'm sure they're totally prepared for that. 49ers win and Kelsey dumps Taylor Swift on the field would be beautiful. Who should the Spurs trade for? I don't think we're going to make any trades. Brian Wright can't draft. That's part of why I'm on reading picks for good players. Dan, you look with... Have we really had any picks that have hit under Brian Wright? Like, big hits. Did Brian Wright take Kelvin? I mean, Kelvin was a great pick at 29. Stojanovich was a horrible pick. Primo was a terrible pick. Vassell looks like an okay pick. Wemby with the ball, pull-up jumper off the glass, no good. Wemby's the easy, no-brainer pick. Sohan, Blake, and Malachi to be determined. It is Wizards ball after the miss, by the way. Little jumper by Gafford's no good. He's going to get fouled and going on the line. Draft a scorer. Kelvin was Buford. Was it Buford, Dan? Was that Buford's last year then? It must be, right? It's got to be RC's last year then. So, Bacano, what you're referencing is the Spurs currently own the Toronto Raptors' first-round pick. However, Gafford at the line for his free throws good. It is top 6 protected. And right now, the Raptors are going this way. I believe I read they were like 1-9 in their last 10 games. They're losing at a very high rate. A lot of starters are sitting out. They are probably going to be a bottom 5 team in the NBA when it's all said and done this year. So unless there's some draft ball magic with them moving, we're not going to get that pick. That being said, next year's draft class is deeper than this year's from what I hear. If that's the case, we probably want Toronto's lottery pick next year instead of this year. Champagny for 3 and 1? Was his foot on the line? Champagny for 3 and 1. Wow, you did something. Vassell was Buford's last, or no? Primo was definitely Brian Wright. I think Vassell was right as well. I thought Wright drafted Kellen. Dang it. Julian Champagny with a big play. I'm just kidding, Julian. I love you. I just wish you would play better. But he didn't make the free throw because Julian Champagny still stinks. I'm pulling up Brian Wright's draft history. Nice drive to the hoop and a bucket by some wizard as I was looking it up. We'll get on the next time out. Spurs ball, 61-57. Devin Vassell's going to drive in the paint, throws up the layup, gets rejected. I don't like that. Kyle Kuzma drives in the paint, reverse layup is good. It's a 2-point game. Oh boy. Helen drafted 1 month. Okay, thank you, Dan. All right, so it's a Devin Vassell draft. Devin for 3. Speaking of which, he misses a 3. It's going to roll off the backboard, roll off the rim, and... All right, I guess I don't have to look it up. Thank you, Dan. Well, then never mind. Kelvin was a good pick by RC. My clock's running. I need to stop it. Wizards ball. This is a 2-point game. Never mind. It's tied. Jordan Poole jumper. Tied game. Bacano are shooting. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the team. Jones, runner, good in the paint. Or layup off the glass. Never mind. Our defense is rough. Our 3-point shooting, we're just inconsistent. We're young and inconsistent. That's all. Wemby with a block. And Wemby will bring it up the court, and now he's going to get fouled and fall down. Wemby goes down a lot, but he gets up. What do you think about Wemby and Chet? Reminds me of Duncan and KG. That's a great... I think it's going to be a good robbery over the next decade, Mario. Oh, yeah. Primo's definitely Wright's pick. No doubt about that. No doubt. No, Juancho, it shouldn't be that close, but it is. I don't like it. Trey Jones drives the paint, gets the layup. ESPN is looking for an NBA analysis. You can do it. Carlos, I don't have any type of degree in communications or journalism, so I don't think I'm going to get it. That shot's no good by Jordan Poole. He took a 3. Spurs on a fast break. Devin Vassell in the paint. Throws it up and in and one. All right. Let's go. 6-point game. I don't like how close this game is, but maybe third quarter, we turn things around. Mr. Jones with the feed. We're going to go with that Mr. Jones thing, Joshua, huh? Pineapple Power at the free throw line for one. 67-61. Spurs up by 6. 9 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Jordan Poole for Jeremy Sohan. What? No. Free throw's good. I don't know, man. I've seen more YouTubers get hired by ESPN. I really want to. I mean, I live in Connecticut, but my benefits package is so good with my job that I can't leave. And we're going to have a foul on Sohan. If Gafford gets fouled, it could possibly be less money at ESPN as an introductory position. And just, I have a pension with my job and lifetime health insurance. You can't put a price on that. Well, you can put a price on it. To me, it's a high value, so I'm not giving that up. By the way, Alexander Sarr is more of a defensive player with offensive versatility, so I don't know about that. Well, I look at the television, I see him staring right back at me. Fair enough. Free throw is no good. South 77, no. Or the dark side card. If you only knew the power of the dark side. 68-62. Jack Francisco, I work in the field of secrecy. I can't really disclose it anymore. I work for the state, though. That's about as far as I can go. 68-62, and Wemby's going to get fouled, and I think he might be going to the line for 2. Part of my job as a trainer, I can tell you that. Yes, lifetime health insurance, Greg. That's when people say, hey, would you move to Texas? Would you do YouTube full-time, et cetera, et cetera? The Spurs just 69. There's a cost right now. If I retired today, which I can't, the insurance would be $15 a month for good state health insurance, which I've talked to people that have retired. Health insurance is expensive, so that's just a benefit that I'm not giving up ever. Second free throw, good. 70-62. Is Wemby getting close to 20? He's only got 14. Dang. He had 10 in the first quarter. I thought he had a lot more than that. Somebody just missed a shot for the Wizards as I looked away to check Wemby's stats. Spurs ball, the alley-oop to Wemby. Oh boy, that was off. Wemby saves the ball and gets into Trey Jones. Nice save by Wemby. I thought that went out of bounds, but a nice save by Wemby. Timeout by the Wizards, 10-point game. Working area 51. There you go. I'll try to, Brennan. Maybe we take from Houston playbook and overpay for a point guard next season for short term while Wesley or whoever we draft develop. Marauders, I do think they overpaid for Fred VanVleet. What are they giving him, like $40 million a year? No TSR on OnlyFans. What would the TSR be on OnlyFans be called? The schlong reaction? Nobody wants to see that. I'm not doing OnlyFans. OnlyFans is pretty much PORNE, and I'm not doing that. And nobody wants to see that, or nobody wants to pay to see that. Wemmy's Byron, he's a fun player to watch. He has an extremely high ceiling. If he develops the way that we all think he can and watching him in year number 1, he is going to do some special things in the league. I could see him easily being a 25-10, maybe 5, as in 25 points, 10 boards, maybe 5 blocks a game. I don't want to see TSR on OnlyFans. Besides, it's for ladies mainly. Yeah, I think most of the, I would assume most of the people that are, I don't even know what, channels are, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. It's your boy Rico makes good money on there. Well, good for you. Symbolic, the Death album. Where do you want to? Well, I do want to see Ricky Lombardo and Ron Jan will have their own show. I wonder what the behind the scenes. Hurricane Megan, OnlyFans is. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know how to describe it. Think of it as like a YouTube channel where you have a YouTube channel or a Rumble channel, any type of social media platform, but you pay to interact or see photos or videos of the person you're following. But that content tends to be dirty. So essentially it's PORN. It's essentially what it is. As far as what I don't know enough about the site. I have visited it before to see what it was. I don't really remember what was on there. I just remember it was pay to see this, pay to see that, pay to do this, pay to do that. Shaq and Bart. Oh, no. All right, back to the game. 8.5 minutes to go. Spurs are up by 10. So the Spurs been kind of weird lately. They've been bad in the second quarter, but then the last two games they were good, and now this game they're bad. I thought I heard a whistle. I guess I didn't. Spurs are in the bonus with 8 minutes to go, though. Wizards ball. Kuzma backs up Trey. Why is Trey Jones on Kuzma? Anyway, they'll get the Poole with the runner in the paint. 72-64, 8-point game. Demasel with the ball out in three-point land, looking for a pick and roll with Wemby. No pick, no roll. Gonna get an alley-oop to Wemby instead, and he goes way off of that alley-oop. That's not on Wemby. That was on Devin. That was a bad pass. And now the Wizards turn the ball over, and they got Wemby wide open all by himself, and he's gonna the little wimpiest dunk I've ever seen.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I thought he was going to hammer that quick bucket by the Wizards, and he stood there just was like, boop. Little baby dunk by Wemby. I thought he was going to rip the backboard down. He did not. Wemby, nice pass to Jones in the paint. Jones with the layup. The P.O. Box, Couch Sector. I've gotten a couple jerseys in the P.O. Box. Somebody's sending me something that'll open this week. Tyus Jones running the paint. So yes, I've been getting like something in the PO box like every 2 to 3 months. Appreciate you guys doing that. Trey Jones out 3-point land, pick and roll with Wemby, throws it over to Vassell. Vassell, did he stepped out of bounds? That pause threw me off, Phil. So the pause Phil's talking about, he literally had the ball in the fast break, was at the rim, kind of paused, and then threw it down. Yes. No, Cal I'll do a box opening video, definitely. 8-8 Kilgreen Evening. It's a really cool thing that's coming over. So I don't even know. We just scored. What just happened? Was there a goaltend there? What did I just miss? Oh, no. I forgot to put the score up from the pass from Wemby. Sorry. Pull-up jumper by Kuzma, no good. So in with the ball. But yes, any box opening videos I do upload them on the channel. So I will definitely do that. No doubt. Wemby with the ball, 3-point land, 76-68, 6.5 minutes to go. Drops it off to Demasel. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the layup. Gets rejected out of bounds. Going to stay with the Spurs with 11 on the shot clock. Mick OnlyFans getting traded. Mick OnlyFans, is that what we are calling the McDermott now? Ouch. Spurs ball. We get it to Wemby. Wemby starts to drive. Gets in the paint. Throws up the shot off the glass. No good. Oh, come on now, Free J. Come on now. No, we're not getting point Wemby. Wemby with the block on Kuzma. No. Kuzma does get the ball back. I think that's his third block tonight. 8 on the shot clock for the Wizards. Jordan Poole, crossover into the paint. Fade away. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby and Sohan are going to be trolls. Sohan, I think, more so than Wemby. Sohan almost gets his pocket picked, and he does. Fast break for the Wizards. Tyus Jones in the paint. Layup blocked by Champagny, but easily cleaned up by Blau Coulibaly falling on the fast break. 6-point game. Wemby should not be a point guard. We've already done the Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment. I don't want to see the Victor Wembanyama point guard experiment. Wemby with the ball, off balance runner, in and out burger. Kuzma with the rebound. That was a very odd shot. And a whistle. Turnover by the Wizards. This slop, Joshua, is two of the three worst teams in the NBA. Or two of the four worst. I don't know where we're at. It's been sloppy. It's been sloppy. Very sloppy tonight, but it is what it is. I was a pool travel. I thought it was it, but I didn't want to say it until I was sure, Adrian, but you just clarified it, so Jordan Poole travel. 76-70, 5:15 to go. Spurs ball. Devin Vassell inbound the ball for the Spurs, looking for their third win in a row for the first time this year. Ah, can you smell it? Oh, both teams been ugly, Joshua. Both teams been bad. Jones down 3-point land. Collins checked in. Chetty Osman checked in. Dominic Barlow checked in. Trey with it on 12 on the shot clock.
5 minutes remaining.
Vassell now with the ball on 3-point land. 7 on the shot clock. Takes off. Spins around in the paint. Layup. Nice job, Devin. Nice finish. Hurricane Megan. Yes, you're right. That's anything. This corner three is good by Corey Kispert. This is really boring. Exciting was last night. The Lobos killing Nevada Wolfpack 89-55. Pop's getting into Champagne. Is he right here? Keldon corner three. All right, KJ. That Canadian? We do, but we will. Give it time. Then he drives in the paint, and Danny Avia drives in the paint and throws it down hard. Timeout, Greg Popovich. 81-75. So you know what? The lead's a lead, and I'm content with a 6-point lead as long as we're up by 6. They're showing that Wemby dunk. Yeah, he was trolling there. He did one of these and then dunked it. Wemby. Machine 78. I got a machine head. It's better else. Good evening to you all. Good evening to you, Machine 78. I haven't said this in a while. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel. And if you are a San Antonio Spurs fan, make sure you smack the old subscribe button because we have an awesome, dare I say, the best San Antonio Spurs community on YouTube. But thank you all for being here.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Did he do the troll dunk? I don't remember that. I don't remember doing that against the Warriors once. I really don't. Machine Head is a band. I don't know any other songs. I don't know any other songs. We do have ×2 T. Jones. Oh, here are no Cape. Good evening to you. Just popped in to check the score and leave a thumbs up. Thank you. Or we popped in just to see Grogu. How's that? He's going to call the game now. TSR is done. Grogu's got this. Gro, you good there? Got it? All right. Did you know the Spurs and the Pistons beating the number 2-1 seed? What? Are the Pistons winning a game tonight? How far is it over? Are the Rockets still beating on the Lakers? The Lakers, I think, have a back-to-back. I think the Lakers play tomorrow, too. They've been all over the place this year. I don't know what to make of that team. Take a look around the NBA while we're at a timeout. Brooklyn's whooping the Jazz, 128-105. The Lakers are getting smacked hard by the Rockets tonight, 99-70. Is LeBron out or Anthony Davis out? Because I got to think one of them has got to be out if they're losing that bad. There's no way both are playing. I can't imagine both are playing. Pull the box score real quick. Davis and James are playing. And Russell's playing. Between the three of them, they have 55 points. The rest of the team is sucking. All right, fair enough. Spurs ball. Denisell pull-up jumper is good. Spurs up by 8. Where's my chat? I can't get my chat back. Where's my chat? There we go. Go, Jalen Green. Is he having a big game? Wizards ball, under 4 minutes to go. They are down by 8. Then you have Villa with the ball, gets out to Corey Kispert. Kispert starts to drive. Nope, step back 3. Boink, no good. Fallon with the rebound, and now we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. Spurs, they'll make a play. They'll make the play in. Pistons beat OKC. Oh, did they? That's a foul? That's a foul? Wizards ball. Bagley with the reverse layup. Good. 3.5 minutes to go. Mick Shibboom. I might come to Australia at some point, but probably not going to be for a while. I can't imagine it's too cheap to fly out that way. You're on the other side of the planet for me. Keldon with the ball. Drives the paint. Throws up a high layup. No good. And now a steal by Blake Wesley after the miss. Blake playing some D tonight. Gets it to Barlow. Out to Osman, who's open for 3. 9-point game. This is why I hate about the NBA is the little touch ticky-tack fouls. I don't care if it's benefiting us or going against us. I hate it. And Bagley runs over Osman, and Osman's called for the foul. I'm guessing he was inside the key, maybe? Blake plays some D. He has improved so much from last year to this year. Offense needs some work still, but defensively, he's developing fast. Yes, Ozzy, he can be. Gregory, I think that's one of the reasons we're seeing players explode the way they are lately, point-wise. You can't touch players anymore. First free throw is no good. The ball don't lie, Marvin. The ball don't lie. Yes, he is, Phil. But if you can't touch a defender, you can't guard him and get near him, yeah, you're going to make a lot of shots. Yes, it will, Leo. That backcourt defense. I mean, we need defense. We're pretty bad defensively. Made 1 or 2. It did, Juancho Joshi. It did. Why trade Osman and Dougie to a contender when we are the contender soon? I like that. Although both contracts are expiring. Nice pass by Barlow to Devin. And Devin gets in there, gets angry, throws it down.
Underdog of Justice.
It's a lot of free throw shooting and timeout by the Wizards. Let me fix my clock. I just let my clock run. I didn't realize they called the timeout. 10-point lead for the Spurs. Great pass by Barlow. Tracy, go Spurs, go to you. The only solution to bring back hand checking, I don't think hand checking is coming back. I looked it up and it left in like, 04 or 05? You just can't guard anybody out there. You just can't guard anybody. I'm scared to trade Slug McDormand because of Veronica. No, San Francisco, we're not missing Collins. We're not. We're not. I need a couple goals. Spurs go. We can win caps lock. We can. If you believe it, it will come. Oh, 3rd win in a row. Let's go. Gregory, I like Zach, but he hasn't been very good offensively this year, especially when it comes to three-point. He's regressed from last year. His three-point shooting has been an albatross. Defensively, he has not been good, and he's a horrible rebounder and rim protector for his size. I like him, but he's definitely taken a step back from last year. And it sucks, because I thought he was going to be a good piece for us, whether it was a starter or as a backup. And right now, he's just not been very good. As Barlow's going to get called for a foul, that's like his 4th or 5th foul, I think. Thunder dug of justice and block of disrespect. Wow. Tracy, the weather, cold. Cold in Connecticut. Ernesto, So what really turned the Spurs around was Malachi Branham getting hurt. And I hate to say that. He rolled his ankle. Trey Jones started the next night. Team's been better since. JKR, the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, Barlow court vision ain't bad. No, Barlow's young. Got a lot of stuff he needs to work on. But we see potential. And the refs do so. Andy, the NBA rules suck. Bagley at the line for his free throw good. I love the NBA. I still do. Don't get me wrong. But they don't let you play defense anymore. It's like the NFL. You can't tackle the quarterback anymore. You hit him too hard into the ground, you're going to get a foul. You know, your job is to put his butt into the ground. Now I can get picking him up and pile driving him on purpose. All right, sure. But just tackling him and falling on him, flag. Second free throw is good. ESPN sucks more than refs, but a close second. Fair enough. Ernie Victor's minus the turnovers playing good. Minus the turnovers, he's having a good night. Devin will drive the paint, tries to get to Victor, and Victor tried to one-hand that and throw it off the glass. Could not hold on to it. I don't know if that's going to be a missed shot or a turnover. I don't know if that's going to be scored. Corey Kispert with the ball right now for Washington, down by 8, 2 minutes to go. Bagley in the paint now with the ball, throws it up and misses. The putback is no good, and now we're going to have another whistle. Come on, stop. Who said there weren't many whistles tonight? Whoever said that jinxed us. Never, ever, 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 ever say there aren't many whistles. Because now it's been a whistle fest in the third quarter. Both teams in the bonus, bunch of free throws and a bunch of BS. Bugger. Then you have Villa at the line for 2. Makes the first one. Free, yes. Probably experience. Spurs at the moment, Wembanyama has 16 points. 16, is that it? It feels like more than that, but I guess it's not. Wemby with the ball right now. Drops it off to Kelvin. Kelvin will dish it over to Doug McDermott. McDermott back to Chetty Osman. Over to Kelvin. Kelvin fakes the 3. Now takes a step back 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Greg, I don't know how I really feel. How do I really feel? Turnover by the Wizards. It'll be Spurs ball. My Randy Savage impersonation? Randy Savage.
Yeah, San Antonio Spurs up 88-82. Victor Wembanyama, cream of the crop, rise to the top. Dig it!
Was that okay? Wesley with a pull-up jumper way high off the glass. No good. That was a bit oogly. It's going to be Wizards ball. Greg, I don't like how we're letting him hang around either. I sound like a New Yorker. What are you talking about? Jordan Poole drives to the paint and misses the shot. Now I sound maybe like I don't know what it sounds like, but the shot is good. I think we got a goaltend. I'm back in America. Go Wemby. 3 beers. Hey, 3 beers. Welcome back to the United States of America. Who are you?
Man.
Wemby with the ball right now. One-on-one with Bagley. Spins around, passes it out to Blake. Blake with 6 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. Blake's going to take off, gets it to Dougie. Dougie going to take a 3. Out the buzzer. Hey, look, we got a buzzer shot. Not at the end of the clock, but I sound like John Travolta. Okay. John Travolta. 91-84, both teams in the bonus. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. We have a wide open 3 by Bilal Coulibaly. Boom. Ernie, she's at home tonight. I'll see her tomorrow night. 91-87. Wesley with the ball, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to line for 2. I also like Kai Soda as well. Well, Raphael, I like Kai too. I'm not sure when we're going to see him in the NBA, though. When would do if you're playing with a decent big? Yeah, Collins I don't want to get going to Collins. Blake's first free throw is good, and I'd really like to see him take his time with his free throws. He's been terrible this year from the free throw line, hitting under 50%, which is unacceptable if you're a guard in the NBA. I'm sorry, that's just not going to cut it. So take your time, line up your shot. Nice and easy, buddy. Nice and easy. There you go. Slide it in. Slide it in. Right to the top. Slide it in. I ain't never gonna stop. Tyus Jones flies up the court and gets swatted away by Wemby. I don't know if it's a steal or block, but that's how it'll end. Hey, we didn't give up a buzzer beater. 93-87. All right, 6-point lead. We'll take that going into quarter number 4. Where's my cue? Where's my cue? Quarter. There we go. And the Brooklyn accent. I feel like if I'm going to do a real New York accent, I should be swearing. And I don't want to start cussing on the channel. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I want to do that. Who the heck is Vinny Barbarino? Wait, is that the guy from Saturday Night Fever? Was he Vinny Barbarino? TSR, you need that. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble! That guy, Michael Buffer? Or was it Bruce Buffer? No, Bruce is the UFC one. It's time! Woo! Welcome back, Cotter. Adriel, TSR watched WWE way back in the day.
Yokozuna, at the Rumble, you will rest in peace.
Loved wrestling back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, but I really haven't been an avid fan since 2005. It's been a long time. I know there's a lot of stuff happening with the WWE right now. We're not going to talk about that on this channel. I don't cover the WWE, and I definitely want to stay away from anything like that. Who won the Royal Rumble? TSR is going to win the Royal Rumble this year. Selena Gomez just told me she's going to win the Royal Rumble. Baby Grogu over here is going to win the Royal Rumble. Baby Coyote is going to win the Royal Rumble. Darth Vader? I do Vader. I usually do the... Let me do this.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Do it. There's my Emperor. Do it. That's all I got. Do a Mandible Claw impression? I don't really know. I can't do Mankind's voice. My best promo? I used to do Freddy Krueger well.
My children now. You've got the body. I've got the brain.
Alright, anyway. Okay. I'm blowing my voice up. I don't want to do that. Barney, no. I know he says I love you, you love me. I don't remember what he sounds like. I got nothing there. Spurs ball after the miss. Trey Jones going to take a corner 3. Just missed it. Jim Varney. Know what I mean? I can't do his voice, but I did like the Ernest movies. Some of them. There's like 800 of them. Marvin Bagley gets in the paint, throws it up the glass. Good. We got a 4-point game. Where's the Zohan? I don't know where the Zohan is. You don't mess with the Zohan. Kelvin with the ball. Pick and roll with... Nope, no pick, no roll with Wemby. He'll toss the ball back to Wemby. 4-point game. Wemby's just going to take an open 3. Damn it. Osmo with the offensive board gets out to Keldon. He's going to chuck a 3. Damn it. Wizards ball. Bagley with the ball, 1-on-1 with Dougie McBuckets. Will pass it out. They go around the world. Find Kispert. Kispert just elbowed Trey Jones in the face. Why is Trey Jones always getting hit in the face? Is it because he's short? I like Ernest Saves Christmas and Ernest Goes to Jail. I didn't know there was an Ernest Saves Hanukkah. Is that real? Is there really an Ernest Saves Chanukah? Goldberg. Who's next? I don't know. Wait, that's all he says. That's it. Jones misses. Wemby with the putback. 95-89. I like how you guys are asking me impressions here. There's a lot of things I can't do. Hey, TSR, if you could pick one, who would you keep out of the... I can only keep one? Probably Keldon out of those four. That bucket's good for the Wizards. Sorry, I did not see who made that, but it is Spurs ball. 95-91. Let me focus on the game a little bit here. Wemby with the ball in the paint. Pull up Jay. All right. Good. 97-91. Barlow, I think, has 4 or 5 fouls, Tucker, Sunshine Station. He is in foul trouble. Wizards ball. Danny Avila with the ball. Goes one-on-one with Keldon. We'll pass it out for 3. Landry Shamet, damn it, hits the 3. We got a 3-point game. He's got 5 fouls. Oh, geez. Thank you, Joshua. Dougie's open for 3. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Wembanyama. Can't bench him. Well, can. Don't recommend it. It is Wizards ball. 6-point game. Dougie with 6 points on all his points are on 3-pointers. Big surprise. And now I think it's going to be a foul on the screen. It is. Foul on Marvin Bagley. That's turnover. Michael Buffer made $400 million from that. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Wemby Kogashiba, I think he's got like 20. He got 20. 20 and 9. I think he has 3 blocks tonight. 3 or 4. Ernie, I have no idea. I don't like doing the who I want in the draft because I really don't like starting doing that until I know exactly where we're picking. Dougie with the runner on the paint? Or was that a pass to Wemby? Wemby almost hit that. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, it's Wizards ball, but I don't really like to do the who do I want when I know exactly where we're drafting. Especially things could still move around. The Spurs could have 2 first-round picks if things fall in right with the Raptors. So once we know where we're picking, then I'll start focusing on who we're picking. That's a miss for the Wizards. Spurs ball. Chetty Osman's going to drive in the paint. Throws up a layup. Good. Under 9 minutes to go, the Spurs are up by 8. 4 blocks for me. Awesome. And now a whistle. We have a timeout. Chetty Osman has 18 tonight. I don't know what his season high is for the Spurs, but I think he's got to be pretty darn close to it. Rose City. This is the best I've ever seen Zach Collins play. Cold-blooded. Smash that like that. How's that? Sidey's not been in tonight. 150 likes. Did we get to 150? We can get to 200. I think we can get to 200. We're getting close. Well, we can get to 200. Good game tonight. Spurs going for their 3rd win in a row. Calvin, my man, I think he was stopping in. Collins contributing, but not by not playing. Whoa. Fondle that like button. Come on now. Hit your boy Rico. You had a YouTube video go viral? Just when I dropped Zach in fantasy. I didn't know you did stuff on YouTube, or you told me and I forgot. I'll have to check out your channel, see which video went viral. It's not a YouTube video, is it? Is it something else? Are you on like TikTok or whatever? Not YouTube. Sorry, not trying to be rude. I was gonna say, I'll go check it out. It's got to be a different platform. Give me more Dougie. TikTok, okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just say that's a platform I don't use, nor will I ever. But congratulations to you if you had a viral video. Collins and Graham contribute by helping us meet the salary floor. You know what, Josh, you're kind of right. Isaac, I like what I'm seeing out of Blake Wesley lately. A lot of folks were wrong about him. They said we should give up on him, just dump his butt. And I was like, well, I'm not a fan of how he was playing. I've kind of always stood by this with young players. If they're in year 2 and they're, all our guys from 2 years ago are young, Sohan, Branham, and Blake, you can't give up on them in year 2. You just can't. It's way too early. See what they do in year 1, year 2. In year 3, if they've shown no progress from year 1 or 2 and they're just still struggling, then that's when you can look at moving on. So far, it's panned out well for the Spurs with Blake Wesley. He looked like he was really struggling. He didn't look like he was struggling at the start of the season. Went to the G League for a while. Now he's our backup point guard. He's officially taking Malachi Branham's spot. And I don't know if Branham's going to get it back because Branham does not play defense. Blake does. By the way, Tyus Jones, 11 points and 6 assists, 1 turnover. Trey Jones, 11 points, 8 assists, and no turnovers. So Trey is outplaying his older brother. Trey needs to knock his crummy brother out. Nice. All right, 8.5 minutes to go. It is Wizards ball. Let's close this one out. Can't see those in the paint. Wow, that's a steal by Calvin. Never mind. Turnover for the Wizards. Trey Jones down 3-point line. He's just going to launch a 3. Nope. Ooh, I think we're going to have an offensive foul on the Spurs. Is that on Barlow? Barlow's out. Dominic Barlow just fouled out. 4 points, 6 fouls. PT2 sweet 84. Good evening to you. Dominic Barlow, thanks for stopping by. Yes, I do, Rose City. Jared, good evening to you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. So is Mama Kelishvili going to get some minute? No, we're going small. Sohan, Jones, Vassell, Osman, Johnson. I forgot who it is, but some of you hate this really small ball lineup. Like, despise it. 8:11 to go. We're up by 8, guys. Ronald, good morning to you. Kuzma to get the layup. I'm not sure if that high was directed at me or somebody else, but my name is Rich, just for the record. But I don't expect you to remember that. You can just call me TSR. Agent Sybil's good morning or evening to you. 102.96. We'll get the ball to Kelvin. Kelvin backs the man up, kicks it out to Sohan. He's going to take a 3, and he gets rejected. Yeesh. Thank you, Ronald. No wins are easy. Joshua ideally will take Osman out and put Wemby in, and then that will be the closing lineup, which it has been as for games as of late. Jones is going to fly into the paint, throws up the layup, no good. Shot clock violation, we didn't get the shot off. Jay Francisco, I think Mamu's in the doghouse too. 102.96. 7.5 minutes to go. Let's close this out, Spurs fans. Let's close this out. Right, baby Coyote? Levitating. Nets beat the Jazz 1-4. Wow. Yikes, it's right, Jared. Kuzma with the ball in the post, guarded by Devin. Sohan faking the double team. Finally gets into the paint to Colabelli. Colabelli's little jumper is good. We got a 4-point game. I think Mamu's really in the doghouse. He's not getting any minutes at all lately. We're short on big men. Collins is out. Barlow just fouled out. We're just not going to run a big man, apparently. Devin in the paint. Pull-up jumper. Devin's been pretty solid tonight. Dan, we can't trade Zach. Can't trade him until next year. From what I understand, his contract says we can't trade him. So, yeah, never mind that. Kuzma with the ball right now, getting double team. We'll pass it out. Jones for 3. Tyus Jones 3, no good. Fight for the board, and Calvin will bring it down. The Spurs have numbers. They have a 5-on-3. Trey will get it to Devin. Devin's going to take off. And we could not do anything with that 5-on-3. Osman just standing there open for 3 like this. Nobody could find him. Kelvin will get it to Sohan. Sohan back to Kelvin. Kelvin straight up 3. Well, take that. All right. 107.98. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons done. Then Ben Simmons is done. Cooked. Kuzma with a miss, but holy moly, Gafford throws it down hard with the putback. 107-100. Danny, I never believed in Primo. And yes, Kelvin is our 6th man. He is. Mike Smith, you can look. You can. It's okay. 107, 100. Sohan stops, spins around, passes it out to Osman. Osman will take the catch and shoot three and in and out burger. Wizards ball. Kuzma flies up the court, gets in the paint. He's going to get fouled as Kellen blocks him hard from behind, but not going to matter. Oh, Ben Simmons scored 10 tonight. I still think his best days are behind him. If he proves me wrong, then good for him. Some Spurs fans still message me, let's go get Ben Simmons. I'm like, for what? And that would kill our floor spacing. He can't shoot to save his life, last I checked. My goodness, Eduardo Guerrero with a $20 super chat says, another great, my friend, watching from Honduras. Stick a pen in Ben. You're right, he's done. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. And thank you for everybody hanging out tonight as the Spurs are trying to get their first 3-game winning streak of the year. That first free throw is good, but thank you for the super chat. And you know what you get? A Go Spurs Go from me. And Baby Coyote. Go Spurs Go. And a high five. Made both free throws. The 5-point game. This game is far from over. If you are new to the channel, we have, my opinion, the best San Antonio Spurs community on YouTube. So if you'd like to join us for live streams, analysis videos, news, whatever, make sure you hit the old subscribe and Rooney and hit the thumbs up. It's free.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
I mean, hey, Washington guy, if he had a good game, good on him. I'm not a fan either, though. Not a fan of Simmons. That whole issue with sitting out. Yeah, not a fan. Wemby is back in. I got to think he'll play the rest of the game. Gets it over to Devin. Devin's going to take off. Now takes a step back three. No good. Kuzma with the rebound. He'll bring it up for Washington. Kuzma's going to drive in the paint and throws it over Wemby's hand, and it's good. And Pop's going to call timeout.
When you're ready, come and get it.
Every time we think we got Washington down and out, they keep getting up and fighting. You've been here at the channel since 2019, have you? Thank you. No way you have an Avery Johnson jersey before you have a Tony Parker. That is not Avery Johnson, Joshua. If you think that's Avery Johnson, you whack. Now, his number's a little covered up. That is not Avery Johnson. I'll be honest with you guys. I like Tony, but he's not one of my favorite Spurs. I know, sacrilegious. Robinson, Duncan, Manu, and for the current roster, Kelvin and Wemby. I like Tony. Eventually, I'll get a Tony Parker jersey. I've been watching them every day on eBay for new listings, but I haven't found one that fits my size or my price range. I was looking at an NBA Finals Tony Parker jersey, and then it went for like $170, and I was like, oh, that's more than I want to spend. Yeah, Veronica, I don't know. I think that's awesome, man. I have almost, as far as Spurs signed memorabilia, I have almost nothing. I mean, you guys have an advantage. You live in Texas. You actually see the players. I got, what the hell's his name? I always forget his name because he's not playing anymore. The name I used to yell. Shoot. Marco! Oh! Bellinelli!
Nelly!
I have a Marco Bellinelli autograph. Oh, and I got Sean Elliott's autograph a year and a half ago when I went to San Antonio. He signed a basketball card for me, which is really cool. Carlos. Yes. I'm not going to get a George Gervin jersey. I never saw him play. I've only seen replays. My general rule of thumb for jerseys is I just get jerseys of players I actually watched play in my lifetime. George was retired by the time I started watching the NBA. Appreciate what you did for San Antonio. I got a George Gervin bobblehead over there, which you can't see. But maybe I'll let you see it. Let's see if I can turn the camera. Yeah, I see a whole bunch of DVDs here in a second. All right, so from left to right, you can see the bobbleheads over there under the Ghostbusters poster. That's George Gervin. I'm sorry. DeJounte Murray, George Gervin, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Kelvin Johnson riding a horse. There's two Selenas on my screen right now. Victor hasn't. Oh, it's Puerto Rico. I think you just jinxed him. Vinny Del Negro jersey? I liked Vinny in the 90s, but I'm not getting his jersey. Let's be honest. Wemby with 20 points, fourth straight 20-point double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds. They say he only has 3 blocks. I thought he had 4. Yeah, well, there's the other side of the room. There it is. Yeah, finally saw it. Wemby out 3-point land, 3-point game. Under 5 minutes to go. Wemby's going to take a long 2. No good. A really long 2. Joshua, I would get a Sean Elliott jersey, but I don't think those are like on Fanatics or anything. I would have to buy I'd have to buy something off of eBay. And now a bad pass and a turnover by the Wizards, and we're going to be at the smoke 'em if you got 'em mark. A condenser mic? I just shouldn't yell. That's the problem. Vassell with the ball drives in the paint. Try to get to Wemby. We're going to have a foul. 107, 104, and we might have 2 free throws coming up. Fabricio Alberto jersey? No. That was my Stuck in the 80s recording spot. That is correct, Carlos. Listen, I'm generally not a person that buys jerseys. This is a lot of jerseys for me. Now, granted, 3 of those are from you guys. Actually, 2 on the wall are from you guys. 1 of my closets from you guys as well. But this is a lot of jerseys for me compared to what... I mean, I only had 1 Spurs jersey for a longest time, and that was this David Robinson jersey from 1995. By the way, it's Wizards ball under 4 minutes to go. Let me focus on the game. Tyus Jones drives, kicks it out to Poole for 3. It's a tied game. Trey Jones driving the paint, losing the ball out of bounds. We'll stay with the Spurs. What do we need next draft, Danny? We need another starter. Julian Champagnie. Oh, the foul on Tyus Jones. So they call these ticky-tack fouls all the time. He actually gets smashed on the wrist by his brother and no foul. I don't understand the refereeing in this game anymore. Either call the ticky-tack stuff all game or don't. Don't be inconsistent with it. Wemby with the ball right now in the post. Double team. Throws it across to Osman, who's open. Misses the shot. Wemby gets the offensive board. Back to Osman. Layup is good. All right. Timeout, Washington. We're up by 2. 109-107 is what that score is. Shut up, Kawhi. This Kawhi? Wow. We're not getting any calls here. Chetty gets a layup and has somebody literally hit him in the back. No whistle. We're not getting any calls. Yeah, that was a great rebound by Wemby. Literally just one-handed. He's like Scorpion. Get over here. Oh, I need to move my mic back a little bit. I forgot I increased the gain. That's probably why it's clipping more. I increased the gain for when Miss TSR is here. That would be my girlfriend for the uninitiated. So I realized the mic is too close. That's more at the level it should be at. Well, that's probably why we're clipping more than normal tonight. My bad. Who paid the Spurs refs tonight? Gregory Wright? Can we get a Go Spurs going, chat? That's right, Coyote. You do your thing. This has been a good game. This has been a much closer game than I think a lot of Spurs fans would like. Some folks, I think, thought, seeing the Wizards, this would be an easy victory. Nothing's easy. Nothing. No calls because of the number 2 left. Thanks, Jorling. No calls on our home court. I just bought a Mortal Kombat game for my PS4. Hey, I like Mortal Kombat. Come on, in the chat. I'll provide you my minutes restriction spreadsheet along with my jersey. Good evening, Kawhi Leonard. Thank you for stopping in. The ZLF Judah, thank you for stopping in. Rolly G, good evening. Let's get this win, Spurs fans. If you're new to the channel, I am a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, but a fan for over 30 years. Bilal Coulibaly just gave the Wizards their first lead in I don't know how long. But love to have you join the Spurs community. Hit the old subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and let's get a win tonight. Also, New York Giants fan and Yankees fan. Sorry, but I am. Wemby out in 3-point land. 5 on the shot clock. Going to take a long 2. Off the glass and good. Already. Joshua, I've 34 years to be exact. David Robinson's rookie year, right in the middle of that, I joined the Spurs and haven't looked back. But mostly positive. The last year's been a little rough, and then the year Robinson was hurt was brutal, and Tyus Jones pull-up jumper is good. Back and forth now with 2 minutes of change to go. This should be, you want this starting lineup? No, Sohan's got to be in the starting lineup. Not giving up on him yet. I'm surprised he's not in there right now. Osman drives into paint, loses the ball, turns the ball over. Fast break for the Wizards. Kuzma in the paint, layup good. This might be the biggest lead of the game for the Wizards. This is the largest lead of the night for the Wizards. They're on a 7-2 run. This 3-point lead is their largest lead in the night. Devin with the ball right now, 12 on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper. All right, 1-point game. I think they have Osman in there for shooting purposes. Or maybe Pop really does not like the way Sohan played tonight. I haven't said Jeremy's name much at all. Tyus Jones pull-up. Tyus Jones is feeling it. $1:14 to go. It is Spurs ball. Trey Jones out in three-point land. Spurs are down by 3. Looking for their first 3-game winning streak of the year. Vassell's going to take it. Offensive foul on the Spurs. Vassell hit the 3. It's not going to count. Falling apart in the last few minutes. Oh, the calls are not going our way at the end of the game. 1 minute to go. Tyus Jones down 3-point land. Way out 3-point land. Near the Spurs logo. 10 on the shot clock. Pick and roll. Jones still with the ball, guarded by Johnson. Get it to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma pull-up jumper over Vassell. Air ball! Air ball! Yes, the Spurs beat the Suns twice. And the Timberwolves. Steven, this fourth quarter has been awful for the Spurs. Keldon with the ball, spins around in the paint, almost loses it. Throws it into backcourt. It's picked up by Devin. That's going to be an over and back. Terrible turnover by Keldon. Oh, my God. This team is just falling apart the last couple minutes. The crowd is stunned right now. You know what? So am I. I just did a video that were turning things around, and then we come out and put out a dud like this in the fourth quarter. There's 8 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Tyus Jones with the ball right now, guarded by Devin. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Tyus Jones looking for the pick and roll, gets the pick, gets the roll, tosses it over to Poole. 5 on the shot clock, back to Jones. Jones guarded by Keldon. Tyus, quick pull-up 3. Off the rim, no good. And the Wizards get the ball back, and a huge dunk by Daniel Gafford. There's 6 seconds left, and we're down by 5. How do you beat the Timberwolves and play your best game of the year and come out and do this against the Wizards? Kuzma just pushed Wembanyama. We're not getting any calls either. They're showing the replay. Wembanyama's trying to get the offensive or the defensive rebound, and he's getting literally pushed down by Kuzma. How are we not getting calls? Like, I don't like the ticky-tacky stuff, but they've been calling that most of the game, and now, like, this last quarter, no calls for the Spurs. That backcourt violation just absolutely screwed us. Well, it's going to take a miracle now. Glaze and Bacon, this has got to be one of our worst collapses at the end of the quarter. I mean, the refs aren't helping. In the end, though, you still got to do your job, and that turnover by Keldon was costly. The same refs from the Chiefs game. The Wizards are 8-37. Second worst team in the NBA, right? And we're doing this not only we coughing up the game in the fourth quarter, they've outscored us 31-20. We're at home. We're doing this in front of the home crowd. People that have paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to see the Spurs play. And you're doing this in front of them. Come on, man. Come on, man. It'll be Spurs ball, and we need a friggin' miracle. We need like a 4-point play and then a quick foul. The Spurs arena is emptying. This was a perfect opportunity for a third win in a row. Ball into Wemby. Wemby, quick three. That's game. You missed it. Ball go out of bounds. There's there's less than a second on the clock. No, Raleigh wasn't just Kelvin. That's the game. This is a team loss. I see a lot of folks blaming Kellen for this loss. It was one turnover. We lost by 5. If you're trading Kellen because of that one turnover, and you're trading Wemby for all the turnovers he had tonight, you're trading a whole bunch of players for missed shots, defensive misses. This was a team loss through and through. I don't like Kellen's turnover, don't get me wrong. But we win and lose as a team. And we're going to pull up the final stats. You guys get the thumbs up for those of you that are leaving. This is a frustrating loss by the Spurs to no end. Emotional letdown after an emotional high. Yeah. I don't even... Outscored 31-20 in the fourth quarter. Just a huge collapse. And watch, they'll win a game against a team coming up that they shouldn't win against. That's just our Spurs. Can't beat the team sometimes that they're supposed to beat, and then they'll beat a team that we're not supposed to have a chance of beating. All right, for the Wizards, Kuzma with 18, 11, and 5. Solid game from him. Avia with 9. Gafford with 16 and 13, which is a huge putback dunk to seal the deal at the end. He had the last bucket of the game. Tyus Jones with 15 and 9 assists, and Poole with 13 off the bench for the Wizards. Bagley with 15, Kispert with 8, Wright with 5, Shamet with 6, and Bailey with 13. So bench played pretty well for the Wizards. They had 6 players in double digits for San Antonio Spurs. Champagnie gave us nothing tonight, 3 points in 20 minutes. And you know what? Jeremy Sohan was pretty bad tonight too. 1 of 7 from the field for 2 points. I can't figure this dude out. 1 minute he's throwing up 31 points, the next minute he's putting up 2, the next minute he's putting up 20, the next minute he's putting up 3. He is like a damn yo-yo with his production lately. He's either great and gives us a lot or gives us nothing. There's not a lot of in between on that. Wemby had 22 points, played 31 minutes, so it appears he's off the minutes restriction. 22 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks. The blemish on his stat sheet's the one thing I've been talking about all year. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. Granted, I think one of those, maybe 2 of those, was at the end of the game, but still, missed all his threes. And the 4 turnovers. Thankfully, he stopped the turnovers in the second half. I don't think he had any. Trey Jones had a solid game, 11 points and 9 assists. Demisel had 24 points, 5 and 4. It should be noted, Devin actually led the team with turnovers. He had 5. So Keldon had 2 turnovers. So if you're trading Keldon because of that 1 turnover there, you're shipping Keldon, you're shipping Demisel because he had 5 turnovers. On the bench, Dominic Barlow fouled out in 14 minutes. He had 4 points. McDougie with 6. Osman was great off the bench with 20 points. Keldon had an okay game. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Only took 10 shots, made half of them. But he had that one costly turnover that you're going to see it left or right. I know it now. You're going to see on Twitter, trade Keldon. Forget everything else he did for 30 minutes. That 1 minute at the end is what cost us the game. Not anything else. Not that we got outscored 31-20 in the fourth quarter. There was the one Keldon Johnson turnover. If not for that, the Spurs absolutely won the game. Not because the rest of the team was playing bad at any point. That one turnover cost us the game. It did actually hurt, but let's be honest. And Blake Wesley only got 12 minutes tonight, but he played well. 7 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover. Did have a little bit of foul trouble and 3 fouls. He had a +2. So, I mean, there is that. I'm frustrated with this loss, my friends. I thought for damn sure, we were going to get our first 3-game winning streak of the year. It was not to be. Oh, exactly. He played well, just the last one killed us. Good night, Veronica. Barlow fouled out. Yes, he absolutely did. Helen, the refs did not do us any favors at the end of the game either. We had a couple calls that may have won against us in the last couple minutes, but you know what? I'm a big UFC fan, and Dana White always says, never leave it in the hand of the judges. Never leave it in the hands of the refs. If the Spurs maintain their lead at all in this game, I mean, don't forget, we are up going into the fourth quarter by 11. They outscored us by 11. So we were up. We had a big lead. We had a lot of leads in this game, and we just couldn't maintain them, and just collapsed in the fourth. It is what it is. Exactly, Joe. S-H-I to I to I to I to I to T. That's how I feel tonight. Well, almost. I will be live for the rest of the week. Let's take a look at the remaining schedule. Actually, while we're live, let's just close it out here with what's coming up for our San Antonio Spurs. You guys said we have the Magic next. I did hear that. We play Orlando Wednesday night at 8 p.m. These are all Eastern times. Wednesday, we play the Magic. Friday, we play the Pelicans. And then Saturday, we play the Cavaliers. I believe Miss TSR will be with me for the Friday and Saturday game. At the very least, she'll be here for the Saturday game, but I'm guessing the Friday game, especially if her boy Jordan Hawkins is playing, and she'll want to see that. And the following week, actually, TSR is going to have a long weekend. The Spurs play February 2nd and February 3rd this week. Wow, Pop just gave a really short interview. He's not in a good mood. Holy crap. That was like 20 seconds. Damn, he's in and out. February 4th, 5th, and 6th off. So no games. I'll be 3 days off from the Spurs. All right. And we have the All-Star break coming up in February, and the rodeo road trip's coming up too from February 7th to February 27th. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games on the road. Listen, Spurs fans, I still think we're playing better. We should have won this game tonight. We didn't. We're now 10 and... Are we 10 and 37 or 10 and 38? My goal for this team is to still get better, still grow, and I really want to see them get to 21 wins. The worst Spurs team of all time has 20. I'd like them to at least not be worse than that. Padre should be angry. Good. We didn't see that fire with him for a large portion of the regular season. Seems like lately now he is probably being Pop again, if you will. They should be tired, Omar. He didn't play yesterday. Anyway, tough loss to a bad Wizards team. We're bad too, but I really thought we were going to get this one tonight. Sorry, buddy. I know he's sad now. He was so happy. Now Baby Coyote's sad, Grogu's sad, Selena's sad, I'm sad. Now we're just going to all go to bed and cry. So that's all I got. On the way out, if you get a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate you. Until next time, on behalf of myself, Grogu, Selena, and Baby Coyote, what's going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.